Prayers. Almighty God, who in thy wisdom and goodness has appointed the offices of rulers and parents for the welfare of society and just government of men, we beseech thee to behold with thy abundant favor all thy servants, whom thou hast been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this land. Let thy blessing descend upon us here in this house assembly. Grant us that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner to promote thy honor and glory, to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests thou hast committed to our care. Amen.
Correction and approval of records and votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 27 November 2023.
Honorable members, the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 27th November 2023 is before us for consideration and approval. Can any honorable member please move that the said record of votes be considered and approved? Honorable member for Opanyomi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I ask to move that the records of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sittings of Monday, 27th of November 2023 be considered for correction and approval. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Opanyomi. Any seconder, Honorable Members? Honorable Member for Sani Mentre.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion. Thank you.
Honorable Members, it has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 27th November 2023 be considered and approved. Honorable Members, we all have copies of the said record of votes and proceedings. As usual, we look through it page by page, beginning with page 1.
16109. Total 16109. The amount is 1 million. We are deducting 100,000. Then the new figure should be 900,000. Under that, yes, under that, uniforms and protective clothing, code 22-18104. The amount is 750,000. We are deducting 350,000, and the balance should be 400,000. So the new figure should be 400,000. No, can we continue? Yeah, the next budget line is furniture and fittings. Furniture and fittings, page 58.
Remember, sir, please. Yes, all of them.
Page 58. Yes.
Honorable, I think you heard every member has the addendum from the FPAC.
Yes.
You will see all these things highlighted there. That will guide you easy. That will easily guide you.
On the
You have
addendum,
the copies.
we are still on the first page of the addendum.
Yes. Pardon?
So, I mean, what came from FPAC? I said, we can also amend what came from FPAC. Yeah.
No, we read ours first, then if you have. Remember, you have adopted this one. Huh?
Honorable majority and minority leaders.
Yes.
On Monday, we debated this issue. Honorable members. What I'm saying is,
Yeah. Actually,
your report was debated. Members with amendments, if there were. So that was at plenary. We cannot alter those figures. So I think what we will do, unless people have other observations outside that, outside the report, then we can look at it. But these proposals on your report, as per this annex, was adopted and agreed. So what members would do,
Yes.
what you will introduce is to remind us at this head, the relevant head, the proposed amendments of FPAC adopted, and we will take note of it, and then we will do the corrections and continue. Yeah, we will do the corrections because it's already highlighted in the annex. So the clerk's office will take note, and then they will do the relevant adjustments. Except there are other things that members want to look at. But for your report, it's adopted. And do you follow? Majority, are you in line with us? Honorable members, are you in line? Yes, please.
What I want to be sure, if there is any particular head that FPAC recommend, let's say a particular head, FPAC recommend it to be 100. No member can say, let it be 101. Is that what you mean?
The report was tabled, reported, the necessary corrections and comments were made. It was adopted.
But this
So
is,
that cannot be taken care of at the committee stage again. Any more? Yes? Is it Woolies?
Yes, the whatever comes from the FPAC is a recommendation it's a report that we have adopted. Now we are at the committee stage. If we still have reservations on their things, we can still recommend. This is the final. We are
Adopted
here.
document. No, Honorable, where can you rely on? Just come again from adoption. Why do we then have to adopt it? You adopt a report. It's final and binding. We have debated it at plenary.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Chair, Honorable Chair,
Let me hear Woolly East.
No, I've already told you. I say whatever even though it is in their report, at this stage, if we still feel that we can make changes there, we can make changes. That's what I'm saying.
That is not possible.
There is nothing wrong. No,
Honorable.
There is nothing wrong with making changes.
To debate the issues, agree on the issues, and then adopted all what we have said. And if we come back to it, we cannot come back to it just like that. That will have to take another process. Two, you may look at other issues outside that adopted report. And you come out with your comments if you have.
Honorable Chair.
let me clarify, just as you said, FPAC report is a consolidation of all the committee reports. But all the committees have not touched all the budget lines of their respective ministries or institutions. That forms part of the report. If in the event the budget lines that were not touched by the respective committees and you feel that those ones need to be looked into, yes, we can look into those ones. But any budget line that was touched by any committee and which forms part of this report, and when that is adopted, what he is saying, we cannot amend that one because I'm coming. Allow me, please. That is what we are. If at the time of the debate you have made observation on that and you disagree with that, you can propose amendment to that, and that amendment will stand. So the amendment to these figures should have taken place during the debate when we are looking into this. But anything that is in the report, that is the point. That is the point.
Chair. Yeah, to add to what you have said, in Parliament, we asked committees to go back. Each committee went and had bilateral with the sector ministry. And you engage those committees budget line item by budget line item. You've made your savings and your cutting, and even someone to reallocate within the savings they made on the ministry. That is why it's called the consolidated report by the FPAC. Now it's been tabled here, debated extensively. The biggest decision-making body of Parliament, Kalimambai, one house. Yes. The biggest decision-making body of Parliament is plenary, and the report hasn't presented. It has been debated extensively, but at the end of the day, that's why the Speaker put to vote for us to accept the report or otherwise. And once plenary vote, this is the highest decision maker of Parliament. It has been voted into law. And you can bring amendments to any other budget line item, but what we have voted at level of plenary could not be revisited. Thank you.
Honorable members, if you remember, when we looked at the anti-corruption bill, at the end, after our adoption, honorable members wanted us to take it to another stage, to look at some orders that we had adopted. And there was something happened. A process goes through a process. Because we had adopted it. We cannot just come again and look at it and say that. It has to go through a process. So I don't want us to...
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Order. Order.
Who?
Order 91.
Yeah, Chairman?
Thank you.
Point of order. I'm rising on point of order.
Point of order.
Yes.
Yes.
91. Procedure in Committee of Supply. 4. Amendments may be made to an item, subhead, or estimate within the estimate. Amendments proposed to the estimates in the Committee of Supply shall be notified in the writing to the table clerk. The deadline for notifying such amendments is 4 p.m. on the day before the day appointed for the consideration of the estimates. Any proposed amendment, notice of which has not been given, shall be handed to the clerk in writing. And this is the culture that we have been doing here for 6 or 7 years in this parliament. Anytime when FPAC comes, we submit and make amendment. I don't know why they change now.
Yes, Honorable. The report that we are presenting forms part of the amendment at the consideration stage. That's the procedure we are taking. When this is adopted, it is presented, and that's why I am recalling to the committee of the whole house that these are the proposed amendments, the ones that we are duly adopted. Yeah, indeed. And in fact, the honorable member was quoting subsection 4 of 91. And then he read it in isolation. Because 91 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going up. And if you look at 3, he said, in considering the estimates, the Committee of Supply shall take into consideration the reported findings and the recommendations of the Assembly Committees and the Finance and Public Accounts Committee, consider consolidated report on the Assembly Committees, consideration of the draft budget, and shall ensure that it continues. Honorable members, debate stage. Let's comprehend parliamentary procedures. Let's listen to each other. Let's not impose our wills. Let's listen and then listen to each other. It's not what you say, you stick to it and don't listen to others. Then nobody will listen to you. Let's try to listen to each other, open up. What I'm saying is, parliaments have procedures everywhere, standard procedures. You cannot debate a parliamentary issue, you adopt it, and then you come back to another stage and you want to make an amendment to it without a process. That's hardly done. Yes, Honorable
Yes,
Member.
what I want us to be very specific. We are in a process. You keep mentioning process. This budget process began since at the retreat committee stage, FPAC report. You cannot exhaust a process in a process. Process is finished at the end of the process, and this is where we are right now. So we are going to finish it today. Any amendment from any member is going to override FPAC's recommendation. If you go by what Honorable South Central said.
No, that is not correct. It's not FPAC's recommendation. FPAC's recommendation from the committee's consolidated report was tabled, reported to plenary, and it was discussed, it was debated, and it was adopted. It's not that it's just coming.
Chair.
Yes.
Why didn't you allow the FPAC to lead then?
Chair.
Then let FPAC be suspended. We work on the other items.
Chair.
So why should we allow them to lead us now?
No, they are just
Then let's suspend them.
honorable. FPAC should lead us.
No.
Listen.
No.
On the proposed amendments adopted, then members will come with any order that is not affected.
No, since you said it has been adopted for their report, it has been adopted by the parliament. We don't need them now. Let members work on other issues.
No.
Honorable, please. Honorable, it is reported and it was adopted. All what FPAC is doing at this stage is to tell us at the committee stage, at the plenary stage, these were adopted and agreed to by plenary. And then we take note of it and we continue to orders that we are not adopted. Somebody's hand is there. Lower Saloon.
Honorable Chair, for 6 years now, President has been set. Whenever FPAC present their report, there will always be an amendment. And again, this cannot be a precedent because there are issues that are FPAC put in their report that members as different diverse view on that issues. And in fact, the minister himself said members' concern will be addressed at the committee stage. We have issues, Honorable. You allow members to make their articulations.
Chair, can I just help? Chair.
On that. Don't talk about precedents created. Precedent that is right. We don't tamper with it. A wrong precedent should be corrected.
Yeah.
Honorable Majority.
Yeah, what I'm saying, I think, Chair, I think the procedure in which you adopted is not bad. Let's go back to the addendum given to us by FPAC. Let the chairman lead us, for instance, now, on the Office of President, read out the amendments that are made. And then anybody who feels that outside this amendment, you have other amendment, you can raise concern and we forge ahead. So that's but already what we are saying, the amendments that are done by FPAC is just to guide us that this and this has been amended and agreed. So on the Office of President, if you have any other amendments that you deem fit to propose, you are free to do that.
But that's what we have said. We have said categorically that this FPAC's report as a result of recommendations from the various committees and is consolidated. It was debated. There are areas that we are not touched under the Office of the President and other areas. If you have anything to deal with that, you can come up with it and then we look at it. Then otherwise, why do we have to go into plenary, into bilaterals? And what is the use of FPAC sitting over it? What is the use of us debating it and agreeing on it? And then we come back and start again. My friend, where can we do that? Honorable members, can we? Who is? Wooly, what is the problem?
You've read 91.3. But we are very much cognizant of the proposed recommendation made by the FPAC. And therefore, 3 is saying we should put them into consideration. But it is not saying we cannot change them. We should put them into consideration is different from the fact that we cannot change them. If we feel that there is still need for changes, we can make those changes. But we are very much aware of those recommendations and we want to abide by them. Unless there is, real need to change them, we will not be able to change them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you are saying.
Don't make it Al-Quran. Huh?
No. It's not about. It's neither a Quran nor a Bible. But what I'm saying is, Honorable, now look at it. Parliament has a process, as I told you.
What then becomes the need? Why do we engage into committees bilaterals? Us. Now, yes, listen, just listen. Listen. I listen to you. Listen. And then from bilaterals, your reports were sent to FPAC. All your recommendations, it was consolidated into a report and their recommendations were brought. Why do we have to debate that at plenary? What is the essence of the debate? At the end of the debate, why do we need to adopt it? When we know, when we come here, we are going to do the same thing again. No. What you can do at that time is to make those amendments, propose amendments, or disagree with them. And when you disagree, they are noted down, and then when we come back here, we look at those disagreements and correct it. But you want us to go all through all that process and come back again and start again, because you have seen something. Honorable members, we cannot continue the debate. Honorable members. Yes, we have not. No, Honorable, what I'm saying is, nobody said you agreed everything in total. What? Listen, what amendments did you propose? Honorable members, we cannot discuss, we cannot waste our time on this debate. Honorable members, I think what at the end of the day, one thing, one thing we must get clear, honorable members, one thing we must get clear is that we have to, please, honorable members, we must agree and accept that Parliament has a process. You can do things and undo it. No, listen, you have to, when we adopted that bill here, that anti-corruption bill, we went through a process to bring it back. Why don't we say, no, we just table it again and do it? We never agreed on that. So it means Parliament has a process. Even to rescind its own decision, it has a process. It's not to do something and then just somebody comes and say, no, let's change it. That's nowhere done, my friend. We are not going. I'm not going to open the debate. It's not a debate period. It's either no. If I give you, I will give somebody. I will give somebody. So I'm just closing it up. We have an honorable members. We have an option. It's either to go against our own procedures and rules, or we go by it. And already, you know that the process is correct, because already we have received some proposals on certain areas of the estimates on OP. If individual interest cannot make you take us back. Whatever we have enacted, in hindsight, you will see, even somebody may see something and say, oh, I wish I could have changed this. This is not the good one now. But it will have to take a process. It's not for us to sit down and be going through things. No, I'm not encouraging. I am not encouraging debate. I said, honorable member for Woolley. I am not honorable member. Please, you say you cannot force us. Whom am I forcing? As if. Why not? Listen, your idea is hard. Does it mean that your idea is the correct one? Please, honorable members, please. Honorable. Honorable member for Woolly. Honorable member for Woolly. Honorable member, you must learn to respect people also. No, you are making statements that are not true because you alone doesn't mean that what you
All what I am saying is true. How can you say what I say?
No,
is
because
true?
you are alleging.
How can I sit here and tell lies?
Honorable, you are alleging that I am imposing.
Can you withdraw that?
No, you are alleging. In fact,
what I have said here is true.
It's not true because I'm not.
No, that's not parliamentary. That's not parliamentary.
Honorable member.
It's not parliamentary.
Honorable member, you know what I'm saying is, I am not imposing anything. You are accusing me wrongly. Now, it's not time for that. You have spoken over 3 times. You are not agreeing. Don't say we. You talk about yourself. You are not the assembly. You are not. You don't pose yourself as if you are the be all and the end all.
This here has always been, we can change whatever FPAC has said. It's not gospel.
You know, my problem with the
Mr. Chair. You see, people should learn from you, Mr. Chair. You cannot tell honorable members that you are telling lie. That's not acceptable, Mr. Chair. You should set good example.
Please, nobody can also input in proper motive on somebody. You cannot also tell the speaker he is forcing people. The speaker is not forcing people. Look, he's not. No, he's not. He's following the procedures, and you cannot waste our time. Don't act like a small child here.
Chair the meeting. You should not.
You're matured. You're elderly here. Madam, yes, even if I'm lobbying for anything, you are also lobbying. Me, I'm lobbying for, yes.
Yeah. So on the whole, we have lobbyists here in this parliament. Let's be reasonable. I am sorry, it's not going to work.
No bilateral.
Honey? Honorable members, especially both sides of parliament, I have been having consultations with our technical backups. It looks like what we are saying is the correct version, and that is on head 01, Office of the President. The report of FPAC that has been adopted, we can only touch it when there are arithmetical errors. But we cannot look back on it directly like that. Other heads down there that members may have observations or comments could be looked into. And then we either agree or disagree on it or vote on it.
Chair, let's proceed, please.
So that is the position.
Motion on this. Motion. Yeah.
So, honorable members, we will now proceed.
Motion.
We now on head 1.
Khalifa, there is a motion.
Yeah. Outside the
We suspend FPAC reports.
Let's keep his head on. Let's press it harder. No.
Honorable members, so we have received the following proposals. No, you know, we have noted your listings for as per your
No, Chair. Chair, why don't you allow FPAC to exhaust their amendments? Yes, allow FPAC to exhaust their amendments. Alaj, near exhaust, then you can go.
I think it.
But your amendment stands.
Honorable members, all right, the Honorable Chairman of FPAC started highlighting the adopted proposed amendments at the plenary for our records. I think he stopped at that is on page
57. Uniform and protective clothing. Who was at this place? This one.
where?
Yeah, uniform and protective clothing.
Yes, yes, that's
He decided to recommend that the new figure now should be 400,000.
It's 2218 was this one. Yes, yes, that's what 350 was deducted, and then they have 400. Yeah, it's 400, yeah. Yes, honorable members, can we follow through? We stopped at uniforms and protective clothing. There was a reduction of 350,000, and the balance now is 400,000. Yeah, can we continue?
Your mic.
The next one is furniture and fittings. I think it will be easier if you follow this one. That will be easier. Let's follow that one. Okay? Okay, let's follow that one. Yeah, we are still on the first page of that. Honorable Chair, the new figure for that will be 2 million. 2 million. I'll just read the new figure to make it easier.
You can just state that a deduction was made of 300.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
500,000. Then there's
500,000 deducted. The new figure 2 million. This book, the first page, furniture and fittings. Then under that, Honorable Chair, motorbikes and bicycles. Motorbike and bicycles, 3112121. It has been increased by 300,000, increased by 3,700,000. And the new figure should be 4 million.
Honorable members, are you seeing it? The original figure was 300,000. There was need to increase it to 4 million by adding 3.7 million.
Yeah. The next one is maintenance of equipment, 2214104. The initial figure is 300,000, reduced by 50,000. The new figure is 250,000. The next is upkeep of State House, 222-114. The initial figure is 19,500,000, reduced by 2,500,000. The new figure is 17 million. Are you there? The next figure is medals and insignias. The code is 2821108. The initial figure is 250,000, increased by 1 million, now is 1,250,000. The next budget line is office equipment, 3112117. Initial figure 750,000, reduced by 500,000. The new figure is 250,000. The next budget line, furniture and fittings. The code is 3112118. Initial figure 950,000, reduced by 700,000. The new figure is 250,000. Can you go to the next page? Official entertainment and hotel accommodation. Are you there? Honorable Chair? The next page on top. No, no, there's something here. No. Oh, okay, no, sorry. Yeah, Honorable Chair, there is that one. There is no changes. There is no changes. Yes, sorry for that. Can you go to the third page? Third page. Are you there? Maintenance of vehicles. 2213102. The initial figure is 1,800,000, reduced by 400,000. The new figure is 1,350,000. 450. The next budget line, maintenance of equipment, 2214104. Initial amount is 200,000, reduced by 50,000. The new amount is 150,000. The next budget line, miscellaneous office equipment, 2216103. The initial amount 350,000, reduced by 50,000. The new figure is 300,000. Can we go to the last page? Miscellaneous office expenses, yes. The last page, yeah, that's the next page here. There is nothing. So far, these were the changes that were effected on the office of the president.
Honorable members, that was the consolidated report of FPAC that we adopted. As I said, we had proposals from honorable members on the Code 01, Office of the President. This one is from Central Badibu. It said Code 221102, presidential visit to provinces, 30 million reduced to 15 million. He's suggesting that the president's visit to provinces under Code 221102 be reduced from 30 million to 15 million. Central Badibu. Central Badibu. Can you come up and say why?
Yes. The reason why I advanced that is because if you look at it, last year we have approved 10 million. So to catapult, to double it to 30 million, there is no justification for that. So I believe even if we should we add 5 million to it, make it 15 million.
Chair.
So the savings could go to other institutions that have pressing issues.
Chair, I want to contribute to that. Chair, I want to contribute to the issue on the ground.
Honorable majority.
Yes, I want the honorable member to go back to the actuals. 10 million was given, of course, but at the end of the day, what has been paid, it shows that that budget has been under-budgeted. So I still want to propose that we go by the submission to give that 30 million. Thank you very much.
Then that was financial indiscipline that you are telling us?
You don't behave like that in parliament. Don't talk to me. Address the chair to give you the floor. You have no audacity to talk like that. So you have to talk to the chair.
I'm making a statement. That's financial indiscipline, not for you.
You are not being given the floor.
Honorable member of Central Badibu. Point of order, please. When somebody is given floor, nobody should interject except the speaker. Please, I will give everybody the chance to say what you want to say. And members will listen. If we cannot agree, we put it to a vote. Simple. Please, honorable member, please continue.
Yes, I am saying that I am going. Please behave. Behave. What I'm saying.
Speaker, point of order.
Speaker, I am going in. Okay.
Somebody is saying point of order. Open your. Yes, honorable speaker. You're talking about a point of. Yes, order 21B, 21-2B. Persistently and willfully obstruct the business of the assembly or committee. Honorable member for Central Badibu is persistently and willfully obstruct the business of the assembly. Can you please caution him? Member of Central Badibu is a senior member, and that's why I'm giving him all the latitude. It's just because he's a senior member. But I would expect him to serve as a beacon.
Chair, what about junior members?
Honorable member for Controller.
Now, what I'm saying, for us to maintain the presidential visit to the provinces, this is a constitutional mandate he must fulfill. And if you look at the actuals, they have been spent more than this. So it is prudent to give them this amount. So I'm proposing that the figure stands.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, for giving me the floor. Honorable Chair, I just want the table office to take notes who are the first to submit their proposals. I was the first to submit. Let them take note. And Honorable Chair, and I want to say that let's stick to 15 million. Let's stick to 15 million. Despite that, the amount that they request, even we give them that, they're going to spend more than that. But let us stick to 15 million. That's my idea. Thank you.
Chair.
Chair, the backbenchers.
Huh? Wooly?
Yes, Chair. If you follow our deliberations, you can see that even though we allocated 6 million in 2022, even though we allocated 6 million, they end up spending 10 million that year. And then this time we allocated 10 million in 2023, they end up spending more than that, almost 25. So, but you can see their projection their own projection is reducing. In 2025, they projected that they are going to reduce it to 15 million. So I believe that we can definitely stick to 15 million and let the president tour the country once a year to cut down on the deficit, because that's the issue. We should cut down on the deficit. And the minister's objective of the bill is to reduce the deficit, so they'll be able to manage the debt. But if we continue to spiral the expenditure, then we are, arguing against ourselves. Thank you. And the chair is into something else.
This time. Yes, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Chair, for giving me the floor. People have to understand that even us elected members need close contact with our electorate. And this is a constitutional mandate. We know what we face if people elected going to visit, especially the magnitude of the president. So we believe that if we can even raise this, it's because of the budget deficit. But I was talking that we should put it 50 million.
No, it's my tag. It's Janjambule.
Honorable Speaker, I was really surprised when I heard the member for Woolly East talked about the president should go and visit once a year against the constitutional provision of at least twice a year.
One.
Check.
One.
Read your constitution. No, you should read the constitution. So it's twice.
But the 1997 constitution states that the president should visit at least twice a year. That's what the constitution said. I am not sure which constitution you are talking about. I advise that you read the constitution because, as a member of parliament, if you are raising constitutional issues, you must not use or come to these chambers based on innuendos, based on banter discussions, and you bring them to parliament. Now, Honorable Speaker.
Let them guide us.
You are saying something different from this. If you have any other thing, I will give you floor, you take it up. No, please, let's stop that. Let's allow people to say what they want to say. Yes, Honorable, continue, please.
And surprisingly, the Honorable member and others howling, they don't even know the section, the provision.
Can you withdraw howling?
Yeah, point of order.
Yes.
Point of order. You are howling here. You are howling.
We have to withdraw that.
You are howling.
You have to withdraw that,
Chidi, can I move here, boy?
No, Kian, you are howling. Kian, there. You are howling, please.
Withdraw that.
Withdraw that, Kian. Kian West, withdraw.
During budget session, you are not here. Why are you here today?
You see, we talked about agriculture, health, education, infrastructure. All is tied to what the president will go and interact with the people and see what is happening in rural Gambia and urban Gambia and be able to address those issues. If you want to constrain the president against the 1997 constitution not to go as constitutionally mandated, we are going to create a problem. And whether we accept, please, honorable members, this 30 million or not, when the president want to go out in accordance with the 1997 constitution, we cannot stop him. And the Ministry of Finance, no, please, honorable members, they must get funds for him. For us, if you want to stop the unnecessary pressure on the budget, some of these key items on the budget line,
If we don't increase them, we must not reduce them. I think now that we have had enough, there is divisions, 30 million, or reduce it, we can vote and move on.
Honorable, I think here is where we have the appropriation. And the relevant section that you are quoting is 222, section 222, sub 15. The president shall undertake a nationwide tour at least twice a year in order to familiarize himself or herself with the current conditions and the effects of government projects, policies. So what here is twice. Honorable members, what we need to do, pardon? What is the problem with? What is the problem of?
Whether it's 1 or 2, and we are saying, I'm just recommending that he could have gone once, twice, and reduced the cost. That's all I'm saying. I'm not arguing on constitutional matters. We are dealing with figures.
Members, let's get things straight. When you deal with the constitution, from the president and any other person, you cannot flout the constitution. If the constitution mandates the president to go at least twice a year, he must go twice a year, at least. Listen, oh, my brother, listen to people, please. No, you listen. When you said yours, I never asked you a question. Am I saying that you said it? Who did I say? Anybody said it? No. I'm asking you who. Why do you ask people questions if you are not guilty? Why ask people questions? You talk, nobody asked you. Please. What I'm saying, honorable members, let's get things straight. Honorable members, let's get things straight. Some of us assumed that it was at least once a year. It is now very clear that it's not, the Constitution is stating at least twice a year. Very clear. Let me learn. I will not give you when I'm talking. At least twice a year. And 2, even if it is 15 per one as per this thing, then it means 30 is genuine. 15 for the 2. 1. The other thing is, you see, if we are not going to allow budget deficits all the time, you know that the actual expenditure for the previous year was 25 million. Actual, for one trip, 25 million. And now you come and say we are going to reduce it to 15 million. What we are running away from is what you are going to do. You are going to create deficits and shortfalls. So what we are saying, what we must look at these things from those perspectives. It's not about the president sitting, it's about any other president who may be coming. You will go at least twice a year. Yes, I will now
Chair.
Vice Chair.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much, Chair. I think. Yes, thank you very much, Chair. I think what we are. Yes, Chair, what I was trying to say is this. The reason why this is called an estimate is because we are not sure, we are not certain of the figures next year. That's why it's called an estimate, which means what we are doing prediction. And if you're going to do prediction, it's also important to look at historical figures. What is the history? What has happened last year? When you look at what has happened in 2022, you realize that he spent close to 30 million. Currently, as of the end of October, the expenditure of the president on this particular line is about 29.3 million. That gives an idea that when you're making a prediction, anything below that 29, knowing what actually happened in 2022, we are just wasting the time. Secondly, It's an act of parliament that we did the Public Finance Act 2014, where you ask the Minister of Finance to be able to make virement. It was approved here. So essentially, when you budget something, and during the course of the execution, that line is insufficient, then the ministry or the BE is going to make some virement. And you remember the FPAC report before. We said, let's try to minimize virement as much as possible. So if members are coming now and saying, the previous is 30 million, they say, no, reduce to 15, and you are saying that, then you can go and vire. What are we trying to say? I don't understand.
Chair.
Right, honorable members, our problem, honorable Chair, Vice Chair, can you answer this question? We've heard your justifications. Why then in the succeeding year, you were talking about 15?
We debated, we voted. We wanted more than 15 million, ask them. We voted for the 15, but it's not going to work. We approved 15, no, we approved, we voted. We voted to
what I'm saying is,
yes,
you have made it very succinctly clear that the budget is informed by actuals of the previous years, and then so that you don't make those things. Because budget estimates also, it must be based on informed. It cannot just be, I think it will be this. There are certain things put into consideration to enable you to reach that conclusion. If you agree that the previous year actual was 25, and you now agree that this year it is running to 29, how do you come to the figure of 15 for 2020, 2024, 2025?
No. We are not looking at 2025, 2026. Why they put those figures? It's a percentage.
No, 2025.
Yes.
Honorable, 2025.
Yes.
Your proposed projection is 15.
Yes. No, that is a projection, and this is an estimate.
No,
they're not the same.
Honorable, the projections should be informed.
No. Well, that's up to them. What they put the figure there, I don't know. But me, I'm just looking at the historical, which is 2022 and the current and 2021. That's what I look at.
I think what he's saying.
All right,
There is a big sense in what he's saying. So what is on the constitution right now?
All right,
Chair, before he comes, Chair.
Give the floor. Chair, we're at the back as well.
Let me say,
Please, come to the back.
Vice Chair alluded, this budget line has always been a budget line that is intensively debated at FPAC. Can we have one meeting, please? Can we have one meeting? This budget line has always been intensively debated at FPAC. There was never at any point in time that we'll have consensus. We always put to vote to decide. Those who are with the view that the figures will stand, justification is based on actuals, and we have no control over virements. Those who are with the view that the figures should be reduced are with the view that even though it's a constitutional requirement, but the delegation is not dictated by constitution, that can be money to save the cost. However, if we debated at the end, it is the majority that prevails. In this case, if you look at 2020 actual is not here, but it's around 38 to 39 million. No, I mean 2020. 2020, around 38 to 39 million. 2021 is 43 million. 2022, as at now, is 2025. We understand the president is on tour. Maybe by the end of that, he can consume anything not less than 30. And that's why when the majority said we leave it at 30, but with a caution and advice to the minister, the committee agreed on that. Advice to the minister, come 2025, we know there will always be a environment when this is exhausted, but this 30 should be well managed so that we don't encourage environment around this. That was the advice. We cannot dictate, but this is the advice.
all the feelings, all the feelings that members are having, these are the same feelings at FPAC. But at the end, we have to vote and majority prevails.
Chair, honorable members, I think for this particular one, the honorable minister is here. We just hear from the honorable minister, and then I think we put it to a vote.
No, before we vote,
Chair, before a vote, some of us have been raising our hand an hour ago.
Before we vote, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Before we vote, Chair.
In executing the budget, budget is an estimate. But in executing it, we execute it based on what is possible. We do not like to vary, but we are bound first principally by the Constitution. We cannot, as a ministry, tell the president you cannot travel because the Constitution mandates him to do so. So if he uses the constitutional provision to travel, it is the ministry's responsibility to provide the funding required, even if it so requires that we do the environment. So that's what we have been. I think the president is very cognizant. The president is very cognizant of the cost implications. And if you look at this current tour, he has even scaled down the size of the delegation. He is aware of what's happening, but of course you manage the budget in line with the Constitution. So that's the contribution we have. Thank you.
You see, for all, if I'm seeing about more tax going up, we cannot continue this debate. People have different opinions. But what is clear is that from what the Honorable Minister said, and some of the concerns raised, and what the chairman of FPAC said, if the president wants to go on tour twice in a year, no, twice, yes, no, honorable, respect me, please. When I'm talking, don't talk. The Constitution, the standing order provides that. Don't interrupt me. No, why do I need your help? I never demanded help from you. I will do so if I need it. The Constitution provides that is mandatory, at least 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, the president can say, no funds, we will not go. He can do that, but he must go twice. That's what the law provides. It cannot be, if it is at least once, it's fine, but at least twice means he must go twice in a year. And that must be budgeted. The constitutional mandate must be budgeted. And if you are agreeing on 15-15, it still qualified for 30.
Chair, don't make I ruling.
Chair, I made my submission. Let me be clear.
Chair.
I made the submission. Let me be clear.
Chair,
now I give chance to Janyamure and then Busumbala.
Chair, yes, this side. I'm here. Wait.
Janyamure, Busumbala first.
How about Joseph? Councillor?
For how long?
Thank you very much, Chair.
Councillor is on the
Janyamure, can you take the floor?
Yeah, I'm on the floor. Decorum, please. Order. Honorable Chair, I think this is very simple. As much as it is a constitutional provision for the president to meet the farmers at least twice in a year, we also believe that it is also the responsibility of the president to ensure that he downsizes the numbers that he travels with, more especially in meeting farmers. So for me, this is very simple. That is to say, in 2023 rather, in the actuals, we understand that there were environments. But again, in 2025, it has been cut to 15 million. So for me, it's either we stick at 15 million or at most 20 million. But 30 million is way too much. Thank you.
A question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. In as much as it is a constitutional provision for the president to embark on that journey to meet the people, we believe we are constrained as a country budgetarily. That's why it is the objective of the Minister of Finance for us to work on our deficit. So based on those facts, I believe 30 million is far too much. We should have reduced it to 15. And besides, this tour, the purpose of this tour is defeated because the president is making political statement. Thank you.
Yeah, Chair, yes, Councillor.
Honorable members, we have a lot of other these things.
Yeah,
what we can do is,
hear me, sir.
We are going from one left to right, up and down. We may not reach a consensus on one figure, and therefore, what we do is to vote.
Before you vote, Chair, please.
Hear us.
No, we cannot continue the debate.
No, hear us. I have something, please.
No, everybody has something. We must stop somewhere.
I have sent my document, but it's not even relayed to you. It's in your table there.
Yes, we will read it. When it comes, we will read it.
About this subject matter, I mean.
Yes, yes.
The same subject, yes.
You are proposing a different matter.
Yes, yes. I want to be heard.
Yeah. No, what we are saying is, if we hear you, people are coming out. Let's vote whether we leave it there or not. If we want to change, then we will hear the various suggestions.
But either of. I want to hear mine.
Hey, what we are voting is 30 million. That's what we are voting. If you don't agree, then your choice will come.
Okay.
So, honorable members, now, the proposal from Central Badibu is to reduce this amount, President's Store, from 30 to 15. Now, what I want to put to a vote is that somebody's talking. Councillor, please. Councillor, you are talking about a reduction to 20 million. We are not dealing with that now. Simple. People have various suggestions. We are dealing with, do we agree to leave it as it is or not? If we agree that we should change it, then yours comes relevant. I don't know, Mr. Councillor, what you want.
No, your point will
You want to take us to your own line?
Yeah.
Huh? So the proposal now made by Central Badibu is to reduce the budget item number 221102, presidential visit to the provinces, to be reduced from 30 million to 15 million. Those, if you are in agreement with that it should be reduced, your tax up. The motion is that it should be reduced from 30 million to 15 million, 15. Honorable members, those who believe that it should stay at 30 million and not to be reduced to 15 million, your tax up. Honorable members, abstentions. Anybody who is abstaining? Abstention 1. Huh?
You can stay neutral. He is neutral.
When people are talking about Banjul, you go to London. Honorable members.
You are neutral.
Those in favor of reducing it from 30 to 15, 15 votes, 1-5. Those in favor of remaining at 30 million, 26 votes. Those who abstained, 1. So it means we will leave it as 30 million. Now, so this is why we cannot consider any other proposal until we do this. Now that the decision is taken that we leave it as 30, it means no more proposals on that budget line.
You are neutral.
Honorable members, now we also have one from Kiang West on code 221101.
He's out. Let's take another one until he comes. He's out.
But we want to hear it.
But we need to hear it.
Boy. Honorable Sisi. Honorable Sisi. Honorable Sisi.
Honorable Sisi around?
He's back.
Kiang, are you around? His proposal is code 221101. That is travel expenses. He's suggesting that it be cut from 66 million to 40 million.
Observation, Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Travel expenses on the general administration.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, general administration. Travel expenses on the general administration. He's suggesting from 66 million to 40 million. Honorable member, can you put up your justification?
Yes, Chair. We have remembered the president himself putting a travel ban to manage cost within the year, and they approved for them in 2023 execution was 50 million, and he has put in a mechanism to manage these costs within a year, and now we are increasing for him again from 50 million to 66 million in 2023. And 2023, he himself complained that me and my people are traveling so much. So we are cutting down and putting a ban on myself and others that we are not traveling so that we manage the cost. And now we are telling him, no, we are giving you 66 million now for you to go beyond 50 million. President himself wants to manage this.
Deputy Majority.
Honorable Chair, I think that's not a good justification. The budget
No, yours is not a good justification. What we have in the budget is, a budget is a plan.
Honorable, don't comment. When you made your statement, nobody commented. No, yes, he's going to attack it. You presented it. He's going to say contrary. He's not in trouble. No, Honorable, please be patient. Please. No, that's an opinion he's expressing.
With all due respect, you are correct. Honorable Chair,
Go ahead.
I think the justification for me is wrong. In the sense, the budget is a plan. The amount that is allocated for travel expenses is still there to be a plan. The president still reserves the right to ban travel when he feels deemed necessary, even in 2024. So I think the amount that we have allocated here is enough for us to go ahead with it.
Thank you very much. I join because looking at the budget, we have understand that budget line have some actuals. And I believe the committee responsible have looked at the actuals. And then the ban on travel is from a particular month to December 2023, not about 2024. So in 2024, the president would lift the ban of travel. And we have the actual. And in this budget, we need to deal with figures, actuals. So as a result, I believe that he need to be affair with the numerical figures on that budget line. Thank you.
Now, can you state the numerical figures for us here? What you are talking about? No, you have it. You are talking about it. Give it.
Why? Are you forgotten, please? You don't have figures, Honorable Chair. Let's move ahead. Are you forgotten? The ones at the back.
It's 152.
Yes, Honorable Chair. During the review, we tried to make reference to the submission from our budget department to guide us how to reach to certain decisions based on actuals. From 2021, the actual for this budget line was 53,557,657. Whereas for 2022, the actual for this budget line was 153,142,930. The approved for 2023 was 50, and this was revised to 70,404,612. And as at October, the actual for 2023 is 59,943,790.44. And I did say we have no control over biomen. Looking at this actual as at October, if the figure that is estimated for 2024 stands at 66 million, we have the feeling that if we cannot control biomen, if you underestimate for that, you cannot do anything to reduce the cost.
Honorable, I wish I called you earlier. You have succinctly cleared my own doubt. Because it would look like, if I heard you well, that the figure for 2023 has been revised to 70. Huh? And now the proposed figure for 2024 is less than 70, 66. Am I right? And the actuals for the previous year, 2022, is 150 something million. Now, Honorable Member for Joshua.
Thank you very much, Chair. I think, Chair, it seems we want to waste our time on these issues here. If at all the powers are given to the minister to wire anytime he wants to wire, should we be here cutting and adding on figures? These are powers given to him. If let's look at the actual and compare the two actual of last year and this year, and yet still the same minister who is there to wire without coming to the parliament. So why should we waste our time on figures, wasting our time talking unnecessarily? He has the right to wire anytime he wants to wire. So if the environments are not controlled by us, then why are we here wasting our own time? The environments are controlled by him, so why are we here talking? It makes no sense.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. Lower Salum. Honorable Chair.
Thank you.
Lower Salum.
Yeah,
Central
thank you,
Party.
Honorable Chair. The suggestion that I, it is general administration. It's not only the president office because the vice president is under president office and on other agencies. I guess the figure there is fine.
To honorable member for Central Party.
Thank you, Speaker. Chair. Honorable Chair, I think one thing that should be clear to all of us, we are in a dire situation and we want to bail out the country. The president himself made it very clear that this country needs money for development. So we have to prioritize. What we are saying, us as parliament, we have a role to play. The role is to allocate. That's our funds on here at this material time. So we cannot just try to allocate because president's office need to travel. No, the president himself said there was a traveling ban, which everybody welcome it in this country. So why are we allocating funds that we know we have our health centers, we have our other areas, we have our roads. Every MP is complaining about their roads in their constituencies. Where will we get the fund from? So let's be realistic and let us accept each other and accept the fact that these items need to be reduced. But now, if you say the actuals were 70, now you reduce to 66. Is that a good justification? Last year you spent 70. If I can hear the chairperson of FPAC, now this year 66. It means you have taken out 4 million. If I'm right.
Yeah, no, the FPAC chairman said the figure was revised from 60 to 70.
Yes.
But the actual expenditure up to a given time is 67 million.
69. So so bring it from 69 to 64. Then it means we can go further down to make reduction. Members, let us be ready to reduce.
All right. Honorable member for Fonyi Bintang. From Fonyi Bintang, we are going to Sani Mentoring. From Sani Mentoring to the majority leader, and then we close.
Chair, when the situation is not encouraging in the country, you manage the little resources that you have. It will be important for us to know that we cannot have all what we want. And the president too, it will be very important for the president to know that he cannot travel anyhow he feels like if the economic situation is not encouraging. And that everybody should note very well. If the economy if we are talking about deficit, I told members that let them not care about deficit. Because if the ruling government don't care about deficit, why should you care about deficit? Now, there should be very worrisome. It's a worrisome situation when we are inflating all the time. Thank you.
Honorable members, I don't think the figure is for the president. It's the office of the president. And office of the president has satellite institutions about 12, 13. So don't misconstrue it to mean it's the president's travel budget. Honorable member for Sani Mentoring.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I just wanted to talk about the satellite institutions attached to the President's office, and which you've already spoken on. But then also what I want to remind members that looking at the actuals alone will not be able to justify the figures that we are to allocate or the figures that we are to approve, because sometimes there might be some events that might have happened this year, 2023, which might not happen in 2024. And if you actually want to look at the figures to justify or to approve for that particular budget, we might have made mistakes. So what we should be looking at, some figures might rise up and some figures might decrease based on the projects or activities that they might be happening to do. Thank you.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I think, Honorable Speaker, we have to go back to the drawing board. And I'm happy that you raised the concern. This is not about the president. You have other offices under the office of president. And yes, prudence. We are all in line in terms of prudence in our expenditure. So as the president as well. Honorable Speaker, I can tell you with records how many statutory meetings he has cancelled. Even the past UNGA, your General Assembly, he opted not to go because of budgetary constraint. So it's in consideration of that. So going by $59 million in October, 59 million, I think it's wise for us to maintain 65. Looking at the expenditure from January to October 59, and you are giving him 40 is very, very unthinkable. And Honorable Speaker, once you are budgeting also, do not budget to encourage environment. The sectors are given that this will manage. You are going to give reduction that encourage environment. Because once you give them something that cannot fund them, you are saying that go and fire. So to avoid that, I want us to go by the 65 million in the budget. Thank you so much. That's 6 minutes.
Thank you, honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members. We are just seeing that I think what the member for Stanley Mentoring said is important. It also actuals can depict a lot of things. Something special might have happened at a given time that might have warranted an increase in the budget line. But if you look at it also, from what I heard from FPAC, the actuals for 2022 was 153 million. Actuals. You are now proposing 66 for this 2024. The proposal for 2023 is 70 million. Huh? Yes, so revised to 70. That's what I'm saying. 70. Now, what you are proposing now is 66, less than that 70. Pardon?
Okay, no problem. It's fine, no problem. Minister government.
In fact, I will not say that. I will say that the entire members proposed it because you looked at your budget lines, you went to your bilaterals, you made your recommendations. You never made that recommendation. So, but what we are saying is, everything being equal, people must travel. Travel must be done. We should reduce everything necessary to cut down our deficit. That is there. So let's look at the balancing act, because I don't want us to go and debate this and debate and then come to a vote. Honorable member for Woolwich.
Yes, thank you, Chair. You know, Chair, if you look at the office of the President, order. If you look at the President,
I like that very much.
Order.
Say it again.
Order.
You want order because you are speaking.
And I will advise
when people are speaking
to control the
order.
majority leader.
When people are speaking, order.
Chair.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Chair, let me make my contribution. Time is going.
No, I have to decide that.
Let me make my contribution.
Honorable member, please. I am to decide that. Honorable, I am to decide that. Not you. Please. You are saying order. I like it. When you are speaking, I want everybody to listen to you. Equally, I want you to listen to people when they are speaking.
Order, Chair, order. I'm saying travel expenses. You see, the travel expenses.
You are not looking at violating your own.
And Chair, I will listen.
Honorable member.
Chair, I will listen.
When the speaker speaks, you sit down. When the chairman speaks, you sit down. Yes, I don't know you of violating standing orders much. Unless you deliberately want to do it. And I will be surprised if you deliberately want to violate your own laws. So what I'm saying is, I agree with you that when you talk, people must listen. But equally, when people talk, you must also listen. Yes, thank you very much. You can now take your floor.
The chair also should talk less now and listen to us.
No, you cannot determine that. That power you don't have.
Honorable Chair.
No, agree to that. You don't have that power. I determine it.
Okay, it's closed now.
All right, go ahead.
The struggle is closed now. Let's continue. Honorable Chair, what we are dealing with, where the proposal is from the honorable member is on general administration, which is under the president's office. The other items under the president's office also have travel votes. But the particular one he is dealing with is this particular one, which is 221101. That's what he is dealing with. So to say that it's not just the president's office, that's not tenable now. The one we are dealing with is this particular one. And we are saying, since the president is the one who comes with this travel ban to reduce the cost, we expect the example coming from his office. Then all the others will follow. That is the idea. Once the president curtails his travels, whether it is outside or inside, all the others will be compelled to follow the example. But without the example from the chief of state, just like I said yesterday, all the others will be clamoring for travel, including the National Assembly. That's my position on this. And what the minister said also is very.
What we said actually, yeah, what we said was.
He cannot stop the minister. He cannot stop.
Honorable member. So I think I will invite you to take my seat one day. Yes, and I will see how you perform. Honorable members, I think what we are saying actually is, officer of the president does not mean the president. That's what we are saying. Somebody, now any other, yes, honorable member for Opanyomi.
Then Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, as long as the office of the president is taking time, why not we suspend it and move to other ministries, then come back? That's my proposal, because it's taking so long with the office of president.
Yes, but you know, we come back.
Some people have a problem with the name president. So it's better we skip it and later we come back.
That is an accusation, Chair. Point of observation. Let him withdraw.
So far, we are coming back on it.
Who said office of the president is not the president?
No, we are not inviting them. Saba,
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I think we are wasting more time on this, as alluded to by Honorable Member for Joshua. I believe that the office of the president must have been given a ceiling by the Ministry of Finance. And based on that ceiling, they will play around to allocate their budget lines. So which means reduction must have been controlled at their level. The same minister who gives them a ceiling is the same minister who have the right to give violence. So we need to understand this. I think if we have that understanding, we will not be wasting time on these budget lines. Obviously, bilateral was done between Office of the President and the ministry. And it is the same ministry that is given the powers by the National Assembly to do violence, to via. The same ministry has given Office of the President ceiling. So please, let's come to consensus and understand that when the needs arises for the president to put a travel ban, obviously he knows that he has this budget line and he has the right and all the satellite institutions to travel within the budget line allocations that was given to them. But when he deemed it, felt that it was necessary to put this travel ban to limit travels and to limit the spending, it was done. So we all have this country at heart, like the office of the president does. So having these figures on that book does not mean that the resources will be exhausted at the end of the day, as far as the travel ban is there. So let's maintain this 66 million. Or if we continue to debate like this, we are spending more time on this. I think we can put this on vote and then we move.
And in fact, I am putting it on a vote. I am not entertaining anymore. Those who are the proposal here is.
Chair, Chairman.
The proposal here is 221101 on the general administration, OP, travel expenses be reduced from 66 million to 40 million. Travel expenses be reduced from 66 million to 40 million. Those who want it reduced from 66 to 40 million, please your tax up.
No, I don't care. Before making the voting, please.
Honorable members, the proposal is 66.
Travel money attract travel.
Your tax up.
If you reduce it, it will not attract travel.
No.
Now, those who are not in favor, those who want it to remain at 66 million, your tax up. Those who are abstentions, those who are abstaining. Anybody abstaining, please, your tag up. Those who are abstaining. Honorable members, results. Those who want it reduced from 66 to 40 million, 9. Those who want it to remain at 66 million, 26. Those who abstained, 3. So it will remain at 66.
Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Why not you allow members also to, because there are different proposals. Sometimes we can compromise. You understand? You read. No, wait, Honorable Chair. Because if 2 proposals comes in, you understand, you vote for those ones, means then we allow 2 proposals to come in. But if we make proposals, you keep it with you. Why don't then, if we do that, you said no. You allow members, because already there are 66 and 40, 60 is there. We can compromise. But if you vote it,
yes, you have said what you want to say. I cannot deal with 2 documents. The document is from Kiang West. It's a proposal that we must get rid of. I allow debate. On that proposal, and that's the budget line we are debating. So you could have come up and say whatever you want to say. No, Honorable, please be quiet. No, be quiet. I respected you when you were talking. I never intervened. Please. Honorable, be quiet, please. Please be quiet. Please. Honorable, please be quiet. If you cannot be quiet, then you will go out. So be quiet.
Negotiate, Speaker.
Please be quiet.
I want to negotiate.
Honorable member for Lower Salum. No. Honorable member for Lower Salum. Please, if I ask you to be quiet, please be quiet. Please be quiet. Here we are governed by laws, not by willpower. So please, if your people send you here to represent them, the effective representation means you go by rules. Please. What you do, any other member could do it. So please, I appeal to you. Please. Honorable members, we now move. We have another one from Janjambure is on code. Somebody. You want to observe who?
I don't know. The proposal is not there.
But you want to observe who?
Yes, I want to make an observation.
No, when you making an observation, somebody has to grant you to observe it.
Yes,
Who are you
the speaker
observing?
himself, the speaker himself, the chair himself, the chairman himself. Yes, you know, my observation is that.
No, I've not granted you yet.
Well, anyway.
Yes, well, go ahead.
Now, my observation is, on any budget item, different proposals are coming to you, and it appears that you only consider the first observation that you lay your hand on, leaving the others. And I think it is fair for all the observations to be heard and we debate and take a decision on that. That's the proper procedure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Otherwise, all what we will do is, if I read a proposal, I will just say, let's go to a vote. But I refrain from that. If we have 7, 8 proposals, that will emanate from the debate. You know, you propose from somebody is saying 40, you may be saying 70, somebody may be, you put it up. You put it up in your debate. We cannot deal with each of them one by one. That is to be proposed. So if I pick this one, like this one I'm talking now, is from who? Janjambure. There may be other ones, but if you have a proposal similar to this, come out with it in your debate on it. Members will listen and members will correct and say, no, let's leave it there, or we move, instead of 1 million, we move it to 1.1 million. Then we will do that. Make proposal, be free to make your proposal, to come out and talk about it. If somebody is saying, for instance, I will read this one. This one is from Janjambure constituency. It affects code 2216102. 2216102, stationary. He said he wants it reduced, he's proposing that it be reduced from 1.2 million to 1 million. From 1.2 to 1 million. Now, if for instance, somebody is saying, no, it should be 1.1 million, for instance, when we are debating, you have a chance, come out with it. Members will listen to it. And members will say, no, we agree, we don't agree that it should be reduced from 1.2 to 1 million, but we will rather have it 1.2 to 1 million, and we put it to a vote. Please. Yes. No, we are now dealing.
This is exactly what the honorable member for Foni Councillor was doing, and you rejected it in totality.
Yes, it's true.
Very well.
Honorable member for Janjambure, can you talked about stationery reduction from 1.2 to 1 million?
Yes, thank you, Chair. My point of justification here is we are in a digital war. And I think as a government, we should find a way to minimize the use of papers and other types of stationeries in order to maintain our environment clean. So as such, I want to suggest that we reduce it from 1.2 to 1 million, wherein we can have some money to save. Thank you.
Honorable members, any other proposal on that before I put it to vote?
Honorable Speaker.
Yes?
Yes, Kia West.
Who? Kia West?
Yes. I want to suggest we remove 400,000 and leave it at 800,000.
Your proposal now is, for instance, instead of 1.2 to 1 million, you say 1.2 to 800,000.
Exactly.
Janjambure, you know, we have to put one vote. Will you compromise with that, or you still maintain what you said?
For me, I would maintain what I have said for some reasons, because the actuals used to be 1.3.
I will draw. I go by Janjambure's proposal.
Okay. So, yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Chairman. What I just want to say is this. Today, these ministries, departments, and agencies do not have the opportunity to give detailed reasons as to why these figures are there. But honorable members, remember this. At FPAC, these people were put on the spot. And this 1.2, I agree with you, we are on a digital world. Are you together? But if you look at the actuals, up to October of 2023, it's at 1.6. The mere fact that from that actuals they are reducing 400,000 means there is a significant reduction. What I want to say is, if you want to go through the budget.
Point of observation.
Sorry, item by.
Can I observe, please, Honorable, if you don't mind? Instead of 1.6 on the actuals, it is 1.3, just for it to be in order.
Look, I'm having figures. Look, I'm having figures here. I'm having figures here up to November. It is $1,615,512. Even if at all it was 1.3 as at October. As at October, that is 10 months, which means in average they are spending 130,000. You add 3 months, that is another how much? So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to go through this budget line by line, we'll be constraining the ministries, departments, and agencies. And at the end of the day, it will show no confidence in the committees we constituted in this parliament. Please, honorable members, let us consider the report of the committees. And then forge ahead. But we want to go line by line, we'll be here till next year. And these committees, we are the ones who empower them.
Honorable, no, not a debate, not dialogue.
What you need to know is, whatever a committee skips, impliedly they have accepted to it. We've debated on it and we agreed. That's why there was no deduction. This is what we need to know.
Honorable member.
That's my
honorable nominated member. I think you have made my job very simple. To be honest. You see, the FPAC, constituted by us, made informed decisions because they consulted with the stakeholders, with the relevant sectors. They had them. They defended it. And then they were convinced that this should be reduced or this one should not be reduced. It's not just that you look at the figure, you believe it's 1.2, let's just reduce it to 1.2, 1.1 this thing. There must be justifications and hearing from the relevant institutions. And I agree with him that some reductions may hamper may bring administrative bottlenecks in the various institutions. Whereas you reduce, for instance, 100,000, it may be more destructive than leaving it there. So I think if we definitely have trust in the people and mandated them, they went sleepless nights. They consulted with the relevant institutions under these things. I think we should just not just look at figures.
Chair, to add to that, Chair.
Yes.
Chair. A quick one, Chair.
Sorry, Honorable Chair.
I'll come to you. Yes.
As the Honorable nominated member alluded, if you look at the approved for 2023, it's 1.2. Approved for 2023. Now this was revised to 2,100,000. I'm giving you the facts from the Directorate, Budget Directorate, that guided. Now, if that 1.2 is to revised to 2,100,000.
What honorable members is the budget approved for 2023. You know, you have 1.2 million there.
Yes.
That had been revised to 2.1 million.
1 million. Now, out of that 2.1 million, as you said, up to October, 1.6 was spent. Now, if they decide to maintain that 1.2. If we don't increase, I don't think we should reduce that one. They are committed to manage that. I think that is the impression. So we leave that as it was.
Chair.
Yeah, Chair, I thank you so much. I want to align myself with the other submission made by Nominated Member Kebal and Fofana. Honorable Speaker, these figures that are here that are not touched doesn't mean that they are not in agreement. It means that they're in agreement. And for us to appreciate the good job of our committees, these people are here till 10 p.m., 11 to midnight. Why don't you put the head one, also president, as recommended by FPAC, to vote and we proceed? This is 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock right now, 2 p.m. And we proceed. Reason why I told the chair that let's suspend the
Chair.
president.
Chair, can I say this?
Otherwise, it will take more time.
Ngo, we are paid to sit here and work.
Yes, thank you. Honorable Chair, I'm a bit confused here. I think FPAC, according to what Honorable Fofana has just said, they have done a very good job as far as this budget is concerned. But it's the same FPAC who is coming here and voting against the report. This is my confusion. FPAC, they claim that they have done a diligent work on this. And the same FPAC is coming and voting against this budget. This is why I'm confused. The chair is voting against the budget.
Honorable members, we are looking at one of the most important documents, the lifeblood of this country. And we must make sure we do justice to our conscience and make sure we deal with it in the best interests of the people of this country. Not with, let's put prejudice aside, but let's also deal with it reasonably. When you make the results, it must be informed. If not informed, it could be detrimental. So, from what I have heard, Honorable Member for Janjambure, that's your proposal. Are we convinced that we can leave it as it is? Because what I've heard is, as at October, I don't know, November, the actuals were 1.6 million. 1.6 million. Actuals. And then the 2023 budget line approved was 1.2. But it was revised to 2.1. 2024 that we are proposing, we said let it be 1.2. I think that is most reasonable. Why do you feel it's not realistic?
Honorable Chair, it's not realistic because they have spent 1.6 at the 11th month of the year, and we are putting 1.2 for them for 12 months of the year. It's not realistic.
Just like the Office of the President spent 152 million, and we are putting in 66 million, we want to cut it.
All of it.
That's why we are saying, what we are saying is,
all of it is not realistic.
No, it is realistic. You are now impressing on them to come down gradually. No, it will be regulated. Honorable member, this is for you, honorable member for Janjambure. Honorable members, please, don't dialogue.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. It's not fair. Let this man stop attacking us.
Honorable, please.
No.
Please.
Baba attacking you.
Please.
I'm dealing with actuals.
Honorable members, Kiang and Loa Fuladu, please. Janjambure.
Honorable Chair, address our situation, because anytime I'm speaking, this man will against me, and that's not okay. I was speaking to you, and he was not giving the floor, and he's attacking me. I said, I'm talking about the budget book.
This what you see, this is what I tend to avoid. As I'm speaking, you are interjecting me. That in itself is wrong. Honorable members, let's be patient. Let's allow people express their opinions freely. Please. My brother, Janjam, Upper Fladu, Lower Fladu, please. No, Lower Fladu.
I speak the length of the
Lower Fladu, please. Please. No, the bottom line is, honorable members, allow people to express their opinion. You may like it, you may not be convenient with it, but allow it, accept it, and then you come out with your own. If you don't accept people's opinion, they will not accept yours. Now, honorable members, I was dealing with Janjambure. Janjambure, after hearing all these things, do we continue to vote on it?
Chair, my stand really remains for the fact that we are in a digital world. Why should this government spend over $1 million to buy stationaries?
Honorable, you want us to continue to proceed with it?
Please, I want us to continue.
All right,
Chair.
honorable members, let's put it to a vote. Code 2216102 stationery, it be reduced from 1.2 million to 1 million. Those who want it to be reduced from 1.2 million to 1 million, please, your tax up. Those who want it to remain at 1.2 million, please, your tax up. Yeah.
Omar.
Abstentions, those who are abstaining. Anybody, you can call my attention if we are not seeing your tag. Where? Banjul Central, you are abstaining. Yes, and where? Banjul Central. I don't know what is. I don't, members, the results. Those who want it reduced from 1.2 million to 1 million, 9. Those who want it to remain at 1.2 million, 20. Abstention 1. So it will remain at 1.2 million. The last proposal on the OP is from the honorable member for Bakau. It's on code 2212101. 2212101 telecommunication expenses. Yeah, on the admin. General admin. Yes. He is suggesting no, this one.
Management of household.
Sorry. Where is the honorable member for Bakau? Yeah, we code I refer to because with one we are referring to on the general administration, it's not that one.
No, this one. On the household management.
Where? Under where?
Household.
Management of household. Okay, that is on the next page, honorable members. 2212101. That's pocket telecommunication. 2212110 telecommunication expenses.
Yes.
He's saying that it will reduce from 1 million to 500,000. Can you come out to defend?
Yes, because I think you may agree with me that most of the officials' communications are done by through mobile phones now instead the land phones. So allocating them with 1 million, it's in the high side.
Yes, honorable member for.
Yes, when you look at this line, telecommunication expenses, it's more than actually just telephone line. Internet services actually is included on this line. So if you just think about telephone cost only, you may not get the full picture. But it also includes telephone, internet services, and it could be broadband, it could be the DSL, and those things are not free. They have to be paid for. Just like what we have in our parliament here.
Okay, if that is the case, I'll withdraw. You withdraw, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, honorable member. Honorable. Huh? I have not seen it. Clerk. Woolley is said he gave you something.
I had it over. I didn't see any. All the papers that I just gave it to I won't send that one.
Woolley is it on OP? Woolley is it on OP? Well, we have.
Yeah, but your name is not here. Yeah, but you didn't.
Yeah, you never said, you never mentioned your word or your consequence. So we thought it's dropped from the sky and it came down. It's Woolley. Woolley East. Your proposal is on 2216106. Am I right? 2216.
Official, yeah. It's page 59.
It's on
page 59. Official is this one.
Yeah, 221 on the cabinet office. On the cabinet office, am I right? Yes. Honorable member, cabinet on the cabinet office. Office. Yes.
The first one.
Management of household. That's on page 58. Okay. Where? Is it official entertainment and hotel accommodation? Just hold on. 200. 2 million. To make it 2 million. It means there is 4 million.
No, then he's referring to this one.
For Woolley East. Yes, Sanimentary. He said we reduce it from 4 million. Yes, on the centralized services. The code is 2216106, official entertainment and hotel accommodation. Yes. Have you seen it? Second to last line on page 58. Yes, honorable member for Salimentary.
No, I just want to confirm
From,
because we have.
Just hold on. He said to be reduced from 4 million to 2 million. Yes, Salimentary.
No, just to confirm, because under the management of household divisions, we have one, and then also the other budget line, we also have one. Just to confirm from the honorable member, which of those two that, or these two that he's.
I have confirmed it from him. It's under centralized services, and it's 2216106. It's under centralized services. Yeah, but you look at centralized service, honorable members. What you do is look at the heading, centralized services, and then under it you will see this figure, this code. I said page 58, second to last line, down. Honorable, look at page 58, second to last item, look at it.
What is it? We came with another one. We announced that this was the last one. Now we decided to give another one. That's what I told.
Yes, the proposal on the ground is that vote, entertainment and the hotel accommodation on the centralized services be reduced from 4 million to 2 million. The honorable member will have to defend it. Why?
Yes, Chair. You know, if you look at I was just looking at the actuals for 2022, it's 1,012,750. Now, to take it up to 4 million, I was thinking we can take 2 million from there because the water resources has all wells dug in the 1980s. And they are all dilapidating. So they need money to fix some of those wells for the villages. So if we can take 2 million from there and save it so that we can give it to water resources to do some rehabilitation of those very old boreholes. That was what was in my mind. If that is possible, then that's fine. Otherwise, yeah.
Honorable members, now the floor is open. Honorable member for Upper Saluk.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. You know, sometimes it's important when we are doing the interrogations on these lines, we ask, what is this line meant for? Because we do not want to assume anything. And FPAC did, in fact, ask that question. And we were told that next year, the Gambia will be hosting the OIC. And they need to be able to pay some of this entertainment for those guests. And if you, that's why, if you look at the actual for 2022, you're going to see that it's about 1 million. Now, if nothing actually happening, you spend 1 million, and we're going to have a very big delegation of the OIC guests in 2024. And that's the reason why the budget line actually has gone up. But as a committee, we did interrogate this line, and that's exactly what we were told, and we were convinced that there's no need to reduce this line.
And it looks like the budgetary allocation for 2023 currently is 4 million.
Yes.
Am I right? Yes. 4,033,000.
Chair, yes, the justification advanced by Deputy Chair of the committee, I'm not least convinced because, you know, if you look at Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they also have this budget line that they are going to host OIC. Do you understand? So we need to be clear. You cannot use OIC entertainment, you know, as a reason why, you know, the figure has been catapulted to this level. So which is weak now?
Now, but the current figure, the current approved figure is 4 million. The current one.
Yeah, but what we are saying, we need to reduce it.
Yes, that's what I'm just reminding you that the catapult is not.
No, what I mean catapult is, catapult to this figure. What is the justification for us to have this high figure in this? Last year, what was it? Last year it was 4 million. This year it was 4 million. Okay, now maybe the term is
next year is 4 million.
Okay, I understand the term might not be correct. Catapult might not be correct here. But what we are saying is the reason of putting it to say that we are hosting OIC is still on the high side.
Member for control.
Thank you very much. I think the member is misinterpreting two things. The foreign affairs budget, 318 million, that's the operational cost of the OIC. The budget line we are considering here is the official entertainment of heads of states coming for the OIC. You have guests, international guests. You have to also host dinner for them. What are we saying? So basically, I don't think, please, the issue of foreign affairs is not a very strong agreement. That's a different budget line. So I want to align myself with Vice Chair of FPAC that they have actually interrogated this budget line item, and they've been told that this is for the, official entertainment of guests. You have very important guests coming for the OIC. Thank you.
Are you convinced? You have withdrawn.
Based on what the deputy said, if that is the case, but OIC last year 4 million, this year 4 million. All right, we can leave it there.
No, sometimes that's why I like you, magnanimous. It's difficult for people to withdraw from what they say, but you can do it. And that's what we call magnanimity. All right, thank you very much. Who is this one? No, but we talked about.
You said the other one was final.
Honorable member for Central Badibu. Yes, I give you a lot of privilege, actually. We agreed that we are finished it up. We are going. And you brought in another one, I don't know, management of household division. Just hold on. Household division is on the page.
Yeah, it's the first one that we raised.
The
3 million.
Okay. Household division on page 58 still, 2216106. To what is this one?
They reduce it from 3.
What is this?
3 million.
To be
reduced to 1.5 from 3 million. Yeah, if you look at household division, if you look at it, 2216106, official entertainment and hotel accommodation is 3 million, which is budgeted for 2024. Have you seen it? And now he is proposing, though there is no budget item for 2023, we only had actuals for 2022, which is about 6.9, about 7 million. Now he wants this figure, 3 million, to be reduced to 1.5 million. The proposal is for the reduction of that 3 million to 1.5. Honorable member, now take the floor.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, I'm seeing 0 for this budget 2023. And we know that scholarship is an issue in this country, higher education, they are crying. So I believe if we make a better cutting of 1.5, we can save it for scholarship for higher education.
But you saw also 6 million, 6.9 million actuals. That the 2022.
22 to 2024, sir.
No, what I'm saying is
that they are forget about 2022.
No, what I'm saying is you need to know that these were the actuals for the previous. You cannot get the actuals for 2023. You can only get the actuals for 2022. That's why it is there to inform you. And that is telling you about 7 million was actually spent. This is not a forecast. That one is done, is spent. Now they are proposing 3 million from 7 million, 3 million. You are saying, no, it should cut down.
Yes.
Okay.
Chair, let them talk.
Yes, honorable nominated member.
Chair, I think we need to be. This guy, in fact, walked away from the debate. Okay, and now he wants to bring us back. I think we need to address it. He walked away out of his chambers.
Come on.
We stood here. We debated.
Come on. Madam Chairman, this is a different stage of the bill. This is a committee stage. I have right to be here, and I have right to go out on that.
You could have made those
that will not determine you to tell whether I should participate or not. That's not parliamentary from you.
Honorable,
I walk out. That was a debate. I have no right to participate, not to participate in the debate. This is a committee of supply. No, I'm disappointed with your comment. I'm so unfortunate about you.
Please respect the chair.
No, it does not mean he cannot participate. Honorable, please.
He should withdraw that.
Please. It does not mean he cannot participate. If honorable members feel he has moved out and therefore he is wasting your time, that should be shown in your reactions to it. But you cannot prevent him from participating. You can say, yeah? Yes. He's saying what?
He's thanking you very much.
Who is thanking me? Wooly? Yes, honorable member, nominated member.
Honorable Speaker, you've done our job. I think you were at FPAC. If you look at this budget, it is in fact pegged at the bare minimum. The 3 and the 4 million, the vice chair, where he should have concluded his submission, he should have embedded both of them. In 2022, there was no summit in this country. 6.9 million was used. What finance did was to rationalize it and give you the bare minimum of 7 million. You know, so Honorable Chair, the other thing I also want to say is, I think my honorable members should desist from saying we give it to education, we give it to this or that. We were the very ones who passed a resolution at Bakadaji Hotel that we will pocket all of our savings and knock it off against the deficit. No, wait. That was not at plenary.
All right, nominated member.
Honorable Chair, let me just finish.
Nominated member.
Yes.
Please, member for Central Badibu, you are one of the people who participate most. If you are doing this, members will not allow you to talk. As you are talking, no, honorable, please. No, please, if he's addressing you, don't comment to him, it's me. Don't comment to him. No, you cannot correct him. You cannot correct him. You can only do that by pointing to a standing point of order. You cannot talk to him. Please. No, he's not even talking to you. You may feel guilty that he's looking at you. Honorable member, continue, please.
Yeah, Honorable Chair, I will withdraw all of that and start all over again. Honorable members should desist from saying, let's give to education, let's give to health also. When we met at Bakadaji, there were no cameras. We were the ones who passed a resolution that any savings we do this year will be knocked off against what? The deficit. So let us not come in front of the cameras and start changing that language. The 7 million, we are all interested in education, we are interested in agriculture, we are interested in health. But when we were at closed doors, when there were no cameras, that wasn't said. So now let's just look at the figures and be objective. The 7 million is the bare minimum that finance could budget for it. Thank you, Honorable.
I vividly remember that was the agreement. Just that we said, except for the Minister of Finance, who may direct that we put some other funds into these things, but not coming from honorable member. Honorable, please don't listen to him. Honorable nominated member, I think you are right. We agreed that even if we deduct, we're going to save it and knock it against the deficit. The only person authorized to look at it and then try to put it somewhere else sometime is the Minister of Finance. But we cannot do it. That's what we agreed. That was the resolution we moved. Can you remember it?
The resolution was not legally binding.
Hey, you see, I don't know what language you people speak. Not all agree to a resolution. What language is that? I think that's language from probably Fonyi.
Speaker,
sometimes, yes?
Chair, the person that proposed is out. We are busy debating this proposal. Can he make a headway? Please.
No, but he is right. The one who submitted this
Means that going out means he has politely withdrawn from it. All right? Yes, Honorable.
Chair,
on the same issue?
Yes, no, not on the same issue, but this is a piece of advice for all members. Honorable Chair, I think yes, we can create jokes sometimes. It's very, very important that we do play, we do joke and all of this. But it's a very important document that we are dealing about. And I think a lot of jokes is attached to this document. So on a serious note, we need to be serious and work on this so that we can finish on time. Thank you.
Parliamentary procedures allow teasing each other, knocking off, just to discourage you and then put this thing down to distract you. Yeah, especially when we are at this committee rules. Honorable members, I think now we have concluded our observations on the OP. Huh? So I will put the question, yes, as amended. Huh? It is proposed that head 01, recurrent office of the president, stand part of the estimates as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Now we are going to head 02. Honorable members, you will see it from page 65. Page 65 to 68.
Head 02, National Assembly.
Honorable, it is proposed that head 02, National Assembly, to the tune of $458,518,644 is stand part of the estimates. We have the proposals.
Yes. Honorable Chair.
Yes.
I want to advise that we take the addendum of the report. Yes, to guide us. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
We will now go to head 02.
So let them go to where National Assembly begins. Are you there?
It's unfortunate that it's not normal.
On the report where National Assembly begins, the addendum.
Yeah, where we ended at the last time.
Yeah.
It's about.
So can we turn to the next page? The next page on the revolving loan scheme. And that is called.
Honorable, just hold on. Somebody's talking.
If you look at the gallery, was it the office of the president that will bring all the noise?
He said what?
Is that observation, please?
Yes. No.
My friend.
Well, come on, let's move ahead, man. Please.
Hey, honorable, are you following?
Yes.
From the annex. Huh?
Yes.
Now, yes, go ahead.
I said revolving loan scheme. The code number 2111280. The initial amount is 60 million, and 5 million is added. The new amount is 65 million.
If you look at it, revolving loan scheme is increased by 5 million to 65 million. Yes?
After National Assembly, I'm going. Yes. And the next budget line.
Can we get better explanation on that? Why?
No, this one is approved. It is adopted. There's no debate in that.
No. Honorable members, please.
Can we proceed? The next budget line is miscellaneous office expenses.
Honorable members, please.
Miscellaneous office expenses. The code is 2216103. The initial amount is 1,500,000, and we reduce 300,000. The new amount is 1,200,000.
Have you seen it? Miscellaneous 2216103. Miscellaneous office expenses is reduced by 300,000 from 1.5 to 1.2. Go ahead.
The next budget line is official entertainment and hotel accommodation 2216106. The amount is 2 million, reduced by 500,000 to 1,500,000.
Honorable members? Okay. Okay then.
Well, so far, these are the budget lines. That is under development budget. That's under development budget.
What is that? But where is the development?
You see, if you put it on the next page, then we get there. We are not yet there. That's the 20 million. We are on the foreign.
Oh, that's the removal. Yes, we are going to leave it there.
But we have two options to propose.
No. Honorable members, we have two proposals. One is from which one? Is it Sami? Sami, General Administration, isn't it? Vehicles, page 167, 10 million. Many vehicles. Want to buy. I don't understand. Reduce to 311.
67.
Page
67.
Yeah, if you look at page 67, honorable members, page 67, code 3112101. Honorable members, are you following? Vehicles, you have seen it. Page 67 rather. You look at midline, just above logistic legislation and ratification, above it, you will see 2112104 vehicles. Have you seen it? You have seen it? All right. Honorable members, page 67. 3112101, just above, almost halfway of the page. You will see vehicles. Huh? The proposal is 10 million. for purchase of vehicles, 10 million for 2024. Have you seen it? Now, the honorable member for Same is suggesting that that should be reduced to 8 million.
Wait, I'm coming. I'm coming.
So where is Same?
Yes, I'm here. Thank
Yeah,
you
you
very
can
much.
take the floor now.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, for giving me the floor. Honorable Chair, if you look at this budget line, last year it was 10 million. And this year also 10 million. How many vehicles did they buy? This is why I'm suggesting to reduce it to 8 million.
Yes, Lord
Yes, I guess the 10 million for last year budget, it was for how to call it, these mini buses. You understand? No, so now.
To people.
The last year budget was 10 million was allocated for mini buses, means costas. And again, whether they have bought these mini buses, we don't know. And the response that we should get from them, and why this 10 million again? Vehicle for who? And what? Because already they defend that the 10 million is for mini buses. For now, why this 10 million 500 again? And those buses still now they are on procurement.
Full member for Fonyi Councillor.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I want FPAC as the lead to assist us in this, the repetition of 10,000, so 10 million. We want to hear from them. Why is it still there? FPAC, if they can assist us. Justification. We want it to be justified.
Yes, Vice Chair. Yes, thank you, Chair. Yes, you are right. We did budget for 10 million for this year to buy two mini buses this year. The tender was done and it was open, and the two is going to cost about 15 million. So we mean 16 million. So which means there's a shortage. Okay. What we budget for to buy is no. What can you budget last year for this year? The budget that was approved here was meant for this year. So let's forget about it. It's meant for this year. They have done the procurement, but we have confirmation from the clerk that the two buses would cost 16 million. The two mini buses, 1.6, would cost 16 million. But what we budget for was 10 million. So which means there's a shortage.
Honorable Chair, Lower Salem.
Chair, if that is the case, I think what they are shortfall for, that's what should be indicated in the budget. But he cannot just say that, 10 million last year was allocated and it's supposed to be 16 million. This year again, 10 million. So from your explanation, it means you got a shortfall of 6 million, not 10 million. So why are you putting 10 million in the budget?
Who put 10 million?
Why should you respond?
No, but I'm just telling you what we know. So it's up to you now. This line is up to you now to change or not to change. What we have done with FPAC, we have done. So this line is also open for you people.
Honorable Chair. Yeah.
Salud.
Yes, thank you, Honorable. Because they have given this in 2023 budget that they want 10 million. That 10 million can buy two costas. You understand? And we are talking of things. Already procurement has gone on. In fact, this 10 million, there's a balanced budget. We want to know why this 10 million now? And if you want to buy a vehicle for who and who? That's a balance of this budget. We are talking of things.
at their audit report, National Assembly. Check it. Their audit report. Honorable, Honorable. Kanawore, Mumbai don't defend no. President don't defend no. The discussion is taking long.
Okay, it's various. The first what? VIP.
Honorable members.
Protocol for pickups.
Honorable members. Honorable members. If I understand you well, the 10 million allocated for 2023 meant for 2 buses does not meet the cost of 2 buses. 2 buses will cost 16 million. So there is a deficit of 6 million. So to cover that up, they brought in a 10 million for 2024. And that 2024, you remove the 6 million, the balance of 4 million is to get a saloon car. Am I right, Honorable? All right. Yes, any oh, yes.
Care West. Yes, Honorable Chair, the 2 buses that we were told that 10 million allocation was for. I said the 2 buses that we were told that 10 million allocation in 2023 was for. We were not told that that is not the cost of the vehicle. We assume that that is what they want to spend to buy that vehicle. If that was not sufficient, then that was not a realistic figure. Because we cannot say we will put 10 million and leave the 10 million to sit down there, and this year we budget amount to have a sufficient amount. Let them buy the buses that 10 million can cost. That can cost 10 million. 2 buses that can cost 10 million. I think that would be fine for us.
Honorable member, we need specifications for our buses at the National Assembly. It cannot be any bus. We have our colleagues going. Honorable members are going out.
But we were not told that during the session.
Honorable, when we are talking, you listen. When you are talking with all what we said, we listen. Be patient to listen, please. So what I'm saying is, yes, you are right, but you know, market prices fluctuate. You remember that? If you are budgeting now for something, it can be 100 today, tomorrow you go there, it's 120 or 150. But what is important is, do we need the buses as an institution? I think we need it. And we are not in control of the price. But we have what we want. And what we want will cost 16 million. For the 2, there is a deficit. We need a saloon car. Even assembly members, even, I know, even, what do you call it? Pickups. We are sort of pickups. Listen. You have 2 committees labeled for study. Huh? You know, who is it?
Honorable Chair, as you rightly put it, it means that the 2023 budget for vehicle was not able to buy the 2 vehicles, if I can get you right. Now, that brought up another 10 million for this year. You said they want to buy another vehicle again for 4 million. That vehicle is for who?
The vehicle? Yes, honorable member. Are you in the EPAC?
No, EPAC, yes.
Let's have EPAC at the new.
Honorable Chair, at committee level, I started.
Chair, okay. What I'm trying to explain is like because I can vividly remember challenging this budget line, but then based on their explanation, I thought it is genuine enough for us to give them that amount, to allocate that amount of money, because as you said, we all know prices hike daily. and which obviously we cannot control that. We don't have control over that. And then also when you think of protocols, we are shortage of vehicle, especially the pickup, because sometimes when we travel, we all know protocol do come home and then pick us. And then with their vehicle, at all times, 4 a.m., 3 a.m., they struggle. They might have a challenge somewhere, and which is not even safe for them. So I think it will be fair enough to pass this and then give them the sufficient money they're supposed to buy a vehicle for their own safety as well.
Honorable nominated member Keba.
Honorable Chair, to answer to the question raised by Sami, at committee level, we do not ask the question as to how or who and attribute it to a person. We look at functions. The National Assembly needs it for administrative purposes, and that was sufficient. The individual they are buying it for, those are administrative issues where we do not encroach into. So that question wasn't asked. Once we know it was for administrative function, that's where we stop. No, honorable member, you don't go down to managerial issues, bits and pieces. Once you do that tomorrow, how do you perform your oversight? How do you perform it? You cannot.
Chair.
It's for administrative functions.
We should know where it's our right to know. We should know where who the chair is going to who. We should know that.
Chair. Honorable members. Chair. Honorable.
Chair.
I am not giving anybody floor.
Clerk.
I am not giving anybody floor. Honorable members, let's try to behave ourselves. If somebody says something that you feel is wrong, please take it. Come and correct it when you have the floor. Otherwise, when you speak, the person will come on you. You want to feel that whatever you say is correct. No. Honorable.
I'm appealing. We've entered into contract and there is 6 million in arrears. The 10 million, of course, they have the reserve right to declare their doubts. And that is why the committee have done that. That the 6 million earmarked is to offset the arrears. And the remaining 4 million is also earmarked to have a vehicle. And you remember, when we have parliamentary guests that come to visit our parliament, we always rely on Ministry of Foreign Affairs to get salon cars to go and do this pickup. So now, as an autonomous and independent institution, we should be interested in building our parliament by providing such facility. So please, I want to appeal that that way lines will stay. Thank you.
Member for Sami, are you satisfied?
Just want to say the nominated member what he said. No, I'm not attacking. He said member. He said member. I also have to quote
Honorable, address all your remarks to me.
Yeah, but he said member for Sami. I also said nominated member. I'm correct to say that. Yes. Okay. No, honorable chair. What? Yeah. Now I'm convinced by saying that the salon car this is the purpose. But what he is trying to say, administrative, we should know that vehicle is for who. We should know that. We should know it. Yeah, thank you.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Not yet. Honorable members, the next one we have is a long one. It's from Lower Salu. I think he's convinced.
1 car, 64 million.
Pardon? No, but my friend, he said he is convinced. What does that mean? Oh, my brother.
I don't withdraw it. Left to me alone. It's left to the members now to decide.
Honorable, you brought the proposal. Basically, you brought the motion. You are not withdrawing. Then you are not convinced.
Honorable Chair.
But if you are convinced,
Honorable Speaker. Honorable
After
Speaker,
explaining,
Chair.
he said that what really, Chair, he said to me, what really hurt him is about saying that administrative matters. But in my explanation, I said they have the reserve right to know what body line is meant for who. And I've explained, as an autonomous independent institution, we should move the direction. And see, now he has understood and is convinced. And we move on. Those were your words.
I think we all have our ears. Honorable member for Sami asked questions, and when there were explanations given, he felt he was satisfied, he was convinced. That's what he said. And if you are convinced, it means it's no more an issue. Now, if you want, you can make it an issue.
Me alone.
But what you said was you were convinced. So now you want me to vote on it?
No, Chair.
Honorable Chair.
But now let them look at
it.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair.
I'm not listening to anybody except I'm ready with honorable member. Honorable member.
You are referring to me?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you very much. You know, the nominated member, when I said, I want to know the vehicle is full.
No, honorable.
I'm just saying.
Honorable, I am saying one thing.
Foundation.
Honorable, I'm not asking you to explain.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, do you want me to put the question to a vote or you are withdrawing from it? This is what I'm saying.
I'm not withdrawing it.
All right, let me put it to a vote.
Chair, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, please. Honorable Chair.
He has not withdrawn.
No. Chair.
Oh, Honorable Chair, please. Honorable Chair.
Now, proceed.
Chair.
To understand and to withdraw are two different languages. Don't put one.
It's left to the members now. Huh? I'm not going to withdraw it. Members want clarity on it. So that
Honorable
they can
Chair,
ask more.
please.
There are still people on the floor who want clarity.
Honorable members, what we know is that we need 2 buses. And those buses, 2 of them cost 16 million. Already there is a liability already of 6 million. So if you come, that 6 million, there is a balance from the 10 million of about 4 million. And as an institution, an independent institution, we need saloon cars that can, when we have our VIPs, that can go and bring them and take them. What we do is we go and be looking for vehicles from other institutions. And there are shortfalls in those things. So, unless you listen to what I am saying, I will not give you the floor. When I'm ready, you raise your tag, I've seen it, I will give you the floor. But as I'm talking, you are interrupting. I will give you the floor when I finish my remarks. So this is what I do know. And what honorable member, nominated member said, we don't go into administrative nitty-gritties. No, there's an administration. There is a board. Anyway, honorable member for what do you call Lower Salu.
Thank you for giving me the floor again. Honorable Chair, now we know the bosses, each of them cost for $8 million. That makes it 16. The salon cars that you want to buy, and each of us wants this parliament integrities. You understand? And these salon cars, how many salon cars that you want to buy? Because now, balance of $4 million. Which kind of salon cars that you're going to buy? In fact, if we want to make this parliament vibrant, there are issues internal that we do not address, and you are addressing outside. When your directors are not with vehicles, why don't we use those vehicles for the directors?
Honorable, you are going into administration. What I'm saying is, Parliament, what parliaments do anywhere, you don't go into those nitty-gritties. Don't allow people to come and tell you this and that you go and it will create confusion. Everybody has a right to be lobbied and to do anything. Two, it's not a right for them to have vehicles. It's not a right. It will be based on need. And I told you last time here, when parliamentarians want to interfere in administration directly, it creates bottlenecks. It creates bad blood. Because you may not know how much somebody comes to you and lobbies you. This is what is happening, this and that and that and that. Before doing anything, go and meet the administrators. Don't no, let me please. All right, what do you want to say? Go ahead. And we are not after those.
No.
What we are now after is the 20, what do you call it? The 10 million is the member for Sami is saying that we reduce it from 10 to 8. Am I right? All right. And he said he's not withdrawing. Now, what have you got to say about that?
What I'm saying here is, you were talking of last time. We are making this institution effective. You understand? Not people lobbying me. That we have seen, and it's a reality. If you're talking about what you have said last year, you were misleaded because because you rose to amendment, make that amendment. You understand? Which we have evidence of it. Don't bring the issue of last time because they're misleading you of those things. You understand? Because already you wrote for amendment. That's our resolution, clause 58. The present one, I can refer to 56. We have those evidence. So the reason why we are doing this, because we are giving institutions, ministries, huge amount of money. This is our parliament. If this parliament has gone vibrant, they will say this speaker time and so and so and so. The legacy will go back to you now. You understand?
All right, Honorable.
What I'm saying here is...
No, Honorable.
Let me learn. So,
Honorable, don't argue with me.
Let me learn.
Honorable, when I interject, please. You see, I listened, but I don't want us to go into history. We're talking about specific issue on the budget. I mentioned this because of the various comments. What I am saying is the proposal on the floor. And every member here, we want to see the best for our assembly service. We want the best. And the assembly service, I'm sure they know that. We want the best within the limits of our abilities to do it. But what I am trying to say here is, you see, in administration, if NABs want to interfere, it will create bottlenecks and problems. Instead of solving problems, if you have something that is doubting you, go to the office of the clerk or to anybody. You will get your information. It's not to come after getting those information, come to the floor to put parliamentary administration on the floor of parliament. That's nowhere to be done. So please, I want us to deal with this particular issue. Let's clear this one. The proposal on the floor is the reduction of this thing from 10 to 8 million. I asked the honorable member for Sami whether he has withdrawn, but he seems not to have withdrawn it. Yes? Woolley is?
Very much for giving me the floor. Chair, what I heard is that the objective of 10 million for 2023 was meant to buy 2 minibuses. But it could not buy 2 minibuses, and it is sought by 6 million. So I would have thought that for this year, since the objective is minibuses, whatever, we should know the cost of the minibuses and add what is to be added to the 6 million to give us the second minibus. And if we still have interest in buying those small vehicles, and we know the prices of that, we can add that to that. But the way we are talking about, it's like you are budgeting for the minibuses, but at the same time, you are budgeting for another distance. So I was thinking that if we add 4, if we put 4, then we'll get the second one. Since that is the objective of the listing to make oversight better.
If we put forward,
since you already saved 4 million last year, you got 1 bus. So this year, if you put 6 in addition to the 4, you should be able to get the second one. And that is the objective of the line.
the objective of the line is for vehicles for National Assembly. And that the intention then last year was to buy two buses.
Yes.
Those buses, we could not buy it.
And you could not
because
buy
the money was not enough. But we also intended that this year, we can buy at least 2 saloon cars. Now, when these estimates were done, they took note of the fact that we were going to pay the balance for the bus. The 2 buses will cost 16 million. And then there will be this balance of 4 million. What we do with the 4 million is a saloon car, at least one.
Chair, I have raised my tact regarding to this issue.
I will not listen. I will not see it.
Chair.
Unless you keep quiet until I am ready, I will not see you.
Chair.
So that's my understanding, Honorable Member for Woolly. My understanding is that this is why it is up to.
I'm fine. If you are going to add 2 saloon cars and get the buses, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I understand from you.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Serekunda?
Yes, thank you very much. I think the process here is being confused. I would recommend that if anyone has an objection and give it to you, you read it, and then FPAC can justify why they come to this decision. And then after, you can put the question to members to vote, because you can see the polemics it is bringing here. It's consuming too much of our time, given the volume of the document that we are dealing with. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Honorable Member, I think that's why you are sitting in front. You will explain. You heard the Honorable nominated member what he said. You were taken to, you spent your time on all these things and looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and still it's being challenged. And then we give you we tell you to say, but you say they will say it differently. And we insisted that you people, as you did your job, when you were doing your job, you were better informed because you consulted with the people. They talked to you. You asked them questions. They answered, and you were satisfied. But for us, we are not privileged to those information yet. So if we just come and say we reduce this from this to that, it's not informed. It's not informed. No, please. I agree. For me, you can reduce it, but we should not do it because we are members. We should do things from informed positions that would add value to what we are doing. Yes,
Yes, yeah. That's why I say in my submission.
No, I agree with you.
That we, the FPAC committee, can advance our reasons and justifications as to how we come to this decision.
I agreed with you.
Because I can see you are struggling to keep the house in order. The more you open the floor, the more confused we become.
But even after you give your opinions, the members will raise and they will talk.
That's exactly my position here, because we will end up in voting, and it's the voting that determines what stands. So I am proposing, before wasting the time of the assembly, you put it to a vote after hearing the 2 sides.
Oh, okay. You are now proposing.
Chair, before voting, Chair.
That instead of this long
Chair,
debate,
we need clarity before voting, Chair, please.
all right.
Chair.
Please. Instead of the long debate here and there.
But Chair, before voting, I need clarity, please.
When we
I need clarity before voting, please.
Sam, huh? No, I'm talking. He has to wait. I am talking. Yeah, just put up your tag. So what he's saying, member for Serekunda, which I tend to agree with, we go up and down, left and right, continuously, and at the end, we end up voting. So it means people are they hold on to what they have said. So sometimes it may even not be necessary. So I think it's better sometimes we vote. So no, I'm not talking about that, Honorable. I am talking about the position of members. I want to buy the idea. I will put it to a vote. We are not good. Honorable, please. I am not saying that I'm putting something to a vote. I am saying henceforth I'm going to put things to a vote. This is what I'm saying. Honorable Member for Sami.
Giving me the floor. I just want to hear from members' views towards it, but now I withdraw it.
And somebody, you can say it, honorable members. Somebody is saying, Sami, can I withdraw?
Yeah, that was my sense.
No, that is not parliamentary. It means you have something held in you. That is not work here. Please. All right. Now we move. Honorable, I said the other one we have is from the honorable member for Lower Salu. You know, emoluments, you cannot touch emoluments. PEs. You talk about bucket line for acting allowance. Well, bucket line should be take off. You cannot do.
Honorable Chair.
Please, I am reading. Telephone, Minale. Yes, Minale. Telephone allowance budget line should be take off, zero budget. Telephone allowance budget line should be take off, zero budget line. You know, huh? Robbing allowance budget line should be take off. Purchase of fuel and lubricants 300 minus 3 million minus 500, 2.5 million. Maintenance of buildings and facilities 2.5 million minus $500,000 to 2 million. That's the member from Lower Salon. Not even voting yet. You know, as chair, I am not entertaining. These things are inadmissible. On acting allowance, to put it zero. When people are having their acting allowance by our own regulations. Telephone allowance by our own regulations, you put it zero. Telephone allowance, a robbing allowance, this has been on, not for Bakari, this has been on until even during our time. You come and say zero. You cannot deny people that right. This has. So those four are not admissible. What may be admissible is purchase of fuel and lubricants, a proposed reduction from 3 to 2.5. Members will decide. And then the other one is maintenance of buildings and facilities from 2.5 to 2 million. But members, we must remember we have a very big structure. We have a very big structure that millions have gone into. To maintain it, to let it dilapidate until you come and do it, it's better we do maintenance. Gambia, we have a problem of maintenance. And that's why we will always be losers. You build something for 100 million, put in 1 million so that it goes back to normal. You let it there until it goes back to 100 million. So, honorable members, yes? Yes.
No, but honorable, you're not fair to me. I make proposals.
Of the purchase of fuel and lubricants and maintenance of building. I think we do it one by one. One by one. Purchase of fuel and lubricants. The honorable member for Lower Salem, can you come up?
Honorable Chair. You understand? No, wait.
You see, your submission will be based on what is admissible.
No, okay, no, but the reason why I put it there, I have reasons. Because if you can check the estimates, allow me to come over here. You can check on the estimates.
Honorable. Do you follow me?
No, but
do you follow me? That before you can
listening.
debate, before I received this, were you able to say anything or debate on anything? Please, take these things. Purchase of fuel and lubricants, please. Please, go ahead.
Honorable Chair, I want to be clear. And you allow me to be clear, please. Because already, from 2022 to 2023, that's no budget line. You understand?
Honorable.
If your technician can make me clear.
Honorable. You know why I don't want us to do into that, because that is not within our confines. And two, there were bucket lines. It was clumped. They were dumped together. Yes, but there were bucket lines.
Very good. It's not your talking.
So I am not saying.
It's not your talking.
You see, what we are saying is, you cannot put telephone allowance zero, because our own has stated that telephone allowance for members will be for these people will be this. You cannot say what is it? Acting allowance is zero. You cannot say roaming allowance is zero. What is the other one? Therefore, acting allowance. Telephone. Oh, the telephone is repeated twice. You said telephone allowance budget line should be taken off. Zero budget. That's your proposal.
Request on the proposal. Honorable Chair.
Yes, Chair. Thank you very much. I'm in line with what you are saying, because those ones are admissible. But we want to send something very clear to the public, because we don't want to be looked at as if we are doing something that's dodgy here. If you look at the budget line he's talking about on page 66, 2111 from 2111 allowances 204. In 2023. In 2023, all those allowances were bulk. That's why you have 143 million. In 2024, they segregate them. And that's the reason why in 2023, you have all of them zero. And that's why you have a very big amount on top. Now that in 2024, they're segregated, that's why you have the small amount, 34 million, and like that. That's exactly what now they are segregated. That's all.
Honorable Chair. I make these proposals. Honorable Chair, this is why I said you allow me to be clear.
You know what I am saying is, I want you to be very clear.
This is why.
But you cannot be clear on something that is not tabled.
No, but now you are allowing members to talk now.
No.
Because no.
Listen. You said no bucket lines. No, listen. You said no bucket lines, meaning you don't understand it. And then the five park, that's their purpose here. They come and clarify that their bucket lines, it was lumped.
Chair, Honorable Chair. Chair.
No, we didn't mention him because he goes that we talk is for staff.
Chair. Chair. Honorable Chair. Chair. Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Chair, Kia West.
Yes.
Kia West, Kia.
Kia West.
Yes.
Yes, Kia West, let me give you the floor.
Yes, on the acting allowance, we cannot remove it completely. But what should be clear, we need to know under those acting positions and for how long will they be acting, because there are laws that governs as far as acting is concerned. If somebody is acting in a position, how long would the person be acting in that position?
Don't understand.
No, please.
No, it's
listen.
different. You don't understand. There is no one acting here.
Honorable Chair, yes, if it is acting, there are people who are acting on the responsibility of someone.
There is no one acting here. There is no one acting. You don't understand.
Honorable Chair, I want to know, if I don't know, I want to know, this acting responsibility, this acting allowance. What is the acting allowance? What I do know about it, if that is if so, that somebody is acting on a position that you do not yet require permanent employment on. And if it is that requires a specific period of time. So we need to know that so is acting on so position, and that would be on specific period of time, and that will attract this much, then we can know.
We are not entertaining these things into people's emoluments. Very simple. What you are saying is this is an allocation. In every institution, people act. And when you act, you are to be paid. You can only determine how much when you are going to be acting. But when you act, you are to be paid. If there is no vote, you cannot be paid. If there is a vote and there is no acting for the whole year, the vote is just moved away. It's no more spent.
Acting is for a specific period of time. If that finishes, so we need to know whether this much is going into that.
My friend, acting can be various places. Like currently, we have people acting in parliament here because some of these substantive holders are out training. They are acting and we are paying them. You can all determine that.
What I'm saying by law, that's what I'm talking about.
By law what? Labor law by
Yes, acting within a period of 6 months. Yes.
This is different. This is different. When you are appointed and you have a time limit before you are confirmed, that's different. This one is the fact. Your boss, I am the director, you are probably the deputy or principal assistant. I go on training. You can act in that position before I come.
More than 6 months.
No, that is where. Go and read your regulations.
Chair.
Honorable, this is what I'm saying. We should not go into this administrative bottlenecks. Honorable member for Lower Salon. On package of fuel and lubricants, 3 million, from 3 million to 2.5 million. Justification, please.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. We have seen that no, I'm an administrator. What do you want me to withdraw now? Honorable, I withdraw.
Thank you very much. What about the next one? Maintenance of building? All. Okay, thank you very much. What's the next one? None for that. Yes. Travel expenses.
in travel expenses from 10 to 7 million.
No, this is coming from Woolly. Woolly is it. And Woolly. All right, honorable members. The next proposal is from the honorable member for Woolly East.
No, if you are not here, you cannot waste our time.
Honorable member from Woolly East is proposing that code 221101 travel expenses. Have you seen it? 221101. Two is 22. 111. Yeah. Is this National Assembly? General Administration? Huh? No, am I at General Assembly? Hey, is this the General Assembly? National Assembly? 66.
He's referring to this one, under enactment of bills. This one, he's referring to this 10 million. This one, this 10 million.
Every program has similar budget lines, like travel, like electricity, etc. So if you, for this one from Woolly East, I think it's referring to the one on the legislation and the ratifications. Huh? Pardon?
With electorate under that one, the travel expenses under that, is it not?
68.
Yes, 68, page 68. Is it?
Travel partnership and with electorates. Okay, partnership with electorates. Okay, that's where you are talking about. Okay, that's on page 68, honorable members. If you look at the fourth line on page 68, code 221101, travel expenses. Partnership is under partnership with electorates, meaning parliamentary partnership with electorates. Huh? The budget line is 10 million proposed, and he's suggesting that it be reduced to 7 million. No, we will hear him. We will hear him first.
Thank you. Yes, Chair. No, I just observed that in the actual is 2.9, and in 2023 is 5. So I would have thought that even if we are going to make an increment, it should not double, because we are trying to cut down on expenses. So that was the only thing that came to mind. We can increase it by 2 million, but then it should not be doubled. I don't know the reason for doubling it. Thank you.
Honorable member nominated, Kevalam.
Thank you, Chair. That reason is simple. Up till October of 2023, the actual is 4.9 million. 4.9 million. That is up to October of 2023. Yes. Now, that leaves you with 2 months in 2023. If that trend continues, you are hitting over 5 million. So the 5 million is okay. The actual for 2022, I mean, cannot be compared to the current trend.
No, I think,
Honorable Willis, I don't think you are hearing. I said up to October of 2023.
Honorable.
We spent 4.9 million.
Honorable.
Not 2.9, 4.9. That 5 million, that's why they are budgeting.
What do you mean?
I think this is okay. Which one are you looking at?
Partnership.
No, but partnership with electorates, I only saw 5 million there. Check. When I'm having 5. Man, 5 last year. Where was 16? Remember 5 than 5?
Yes. You need, I think I just want to make, all right, yes.
Yes. Councillor. Yes, Councillor. Yes, I want clarity on this budget line. As per the figure that is stated. We want explanation from FPAC. In partnering with Electorate, what do they mean? Can they explain to us how do we partner? What do they mean, or the function or the role of this budget line? We want a clear explanation. Yes, partnership with Electorate, the travel expenses. We want explanation on this.
Yes, in fact, that was what I was finding out from the office of the clerk. And it has a lot of things inbuilt in it. One, according to them, is this social outreach, where parliaments will go out, social audit, to various regions, etc., and interact with the communities. Do you follow? 2, committees or parliamentarians benchmarking with other parliaments or other institutions outside. They are going and coming, and all these things is usually taken care of in this. For instance, if the FPAC wants to go to Ghana, to go and do some benchmarking with them, when you're going to pay, you pay it out from those things. These are the things. Parliamentary outlook, we go out. In fact, I don't think we did it. We did it as planned last year, 2022. But when we discuss what we intend doing is at least twice in a year, parliamentarians should be able to go to one region, bring them together, and let them also take us to task, interact with us. And there are certain misconceptions that we should be able to clear to them, and then we will also get information from them that we can add, that will add value to our operations. We take it from them. Those are the purposes.
Chair, okay. Chair, I want to take something. Fonyi Bintang.
Yes, Fonyi.
Fonyi Bintang Kabana.
Yes, Fonyi Bintang.
Chair, thank you. Explain, it is a very good thing. Partnership with Electorate is something that we truly appreciate. But for the fact that this budget line, if it put into function, it will be truly appreciated by members. But then this partnership with Electorate is members that have to conduct it. But not at once did I remember this being exercised in any way here in the National Assembly in 2023. So why are we having this? And I need a further explanation of where it was practiced in 2023, for example.
Yes.
Yes. Where the exercise was done by members in 2023, where they have benefited from this.
Yes. Thank you, Chair. Yes, we have done the Committee on Gender. Are you listening, Honorable? Honorable Member, are you listening? Yes, the Committee on Gender has done a social audit on the Women Enterprise Fund. We have visited customers or people that actually have applied for those loans in Banjul City Council twice, in the KMC region. However, the cost was not paid for by the Parliament because we had a sponsor to do that. So if we didn't have a sponsor, that payment was going to be done by the Parliament. So since we have somebody to pay for us, then the money of the Parliament was actually saved. So these audits comes from the committees, not from the office of the clerk. You make a proposal, then you submit to the office of the clerk, and he accepts or he doesn't accept, based on what is available. The Committee on Gender made a proposal, and we have done that, and we have done it for like 3 or 4 days, and I think monitoring also, yeah. So we have done.
But that is funded outside.
Whereas can same with agriculture as well. All right, honorable members. I think this is a very critical and important component of parliamentary work, where parliamentarians go to interact with their electorates. Let them also audit you. What I mean is, you'll hear from them perceptions as to what they expect from you. Some of those things may even be wrong. You'll have the ability to inform them about what you can, what are your functions. So you'll be able to clear their whatever cloudy minds they may have. And then they will be free also to interact and ask you questions that probably they were misinformed. So it is a very important component. What I do remember when we were doing this, I remember that we were proposing at least 2 parliamentary outings, every parliamentarian. Let's say, for instance, we say CRR or URR, we go to West Coast region, we go to West Coast region. We get all these various stakeholders from various areas, bring them together, and then we interact with them. And then the next time we go to LRR or NBR, or if we want, we can bring all of them under one umbrella somewhere and we interact with all of them. That is what we intend. That is the interaction we intend. So that rather than people tell them who we are, let them themselves know who we are, what we do.
Chair.
Yes?
Chair, that is very sensitive, as you said. The only fear is...
somebody is talking.
I said that is very important, as you said, and truly appreciated, and we are in the same line. So the fear is, if it will be put into practice, as you said, then we have no objection. Then we will leave it as it is. The only fear is putting a budget line wherein, when it comes to function, it will not be put into practice. That's the only fear. But as you explained, we agree and we are fine with that.
You know, thank you very much. You see, sometimes it's just administration. Probably you are not part of the administration. Sometimes there are bottlenecks that you cannot even yourself overcome. But what we will do is, the office of the clerk is here, and that various parliamentary committees can also come up together. And then we try to have programs that we can fund to go and have some of these things. But it also depends on the parliamentary calendar. If you can even come with suggestions as West Coast MPs will go to West Coast, or
Chair.
I don't want us to go into that debate.
No, we are not going to debate.
What I want is, do we now? The proposal is what?
Chair.
The proposal. Yes.
I am saying the intention is very, very important, and me, I don't see it as parliamentary committees. This is bringing parliament to the people. How do we say we are going to have our delocalized sittings or sessions in a region, bringing parliament closer to people? But if it's begin to say committees scouting for programs, bringing it, probably there might be competition. That being said, bringing parliament to people is the spirit behind, because it's called interaction with electorate. So if you want to bring the budget line from 10 to 7 million, as he has proposed to reduce it by 3 million, would that not defeat the purpose? Because the bigger picture is that how do we bring parliament closer to the people and require resources? Thank you.
Yes, and as I said, it's not only about committees. This is parliamentarians of all sides interacting with people, their electorates. That's the intent. Not only at committee level. Committees may be privileged. Foreign Affairs Committee may be privileged to go to Kenya and then have some benchmarking with them as to how they function, they can add value to them. Parliament's outing on social audit, various things. Even Parliament, if possible, we take one of our sessions to Basse. If possible, if we can have the place. These are all what it means. Honorable Member.
Honorable Chair. Well, this, I think one of the reasons advanced by the management is to reinforce what the 5th legislature benefited for regional parliamentary outreach that was sponsored by IRI, where all the members for the particular regions were engaged in parliamentary outreach. For example, West Coast, we went all out from different places in West Coast to sensitize them about the role of MPs, which paid dividend. Now that was sponsored. In the event we don't have sponsored, that means we have to create a budget line to facilitate those kind of programs. This is one of the things that is going for.
And to add to that quickly, Chair.
Yes?
Chair.
Sammy, you want to, central body?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair. I think the idea is not a bad idea, but the essence of this exercise is also to make sure that, you know, we try to cut the costs and prioritize issues. That's our main role here. So the idea is not a bad idea that, you know, IRR was sponsoring it. Now they are going, we should take over. But every parliamentarian is given an allowance to go to your constituency and dialogue with your people. Do you understand? So we have a lot of allowances for ourselves that we can use to go and meet our people and communicate to them. So I don't support the idea to say that it's a kind of taking parliament to the people. We can go, you know, organize this. No, this is not that. We need structures here. We don't have offices. Let us prioritize issues.
Okay. Honorable Councillor?
No. Yeah, for me, I think it's a good practice. If what we are discussing would be put into that right footing. I disagree in saying that we have our constituency allowance that are paid, that members can use that. It doesn't go that way. We are representative of the people, and if a budget line is created to augment our functions, I think we are in the right footing. We leave it as it is, and we make sure we strictly put it the way it should be. Yes, that's my submission.
Honorable members.
Yeah.
Honorable members.
Corrections.
Honorable members.
Point of correction, sir.
Honorable members, please. You see, the greatest asset parliamentarians have, why you are here, is because of the people out there. And some of the basic misconceptions that we hear around is because you who is elected from Central Badibu, they know you will go, they will, whatever you tell them, sometimes they begin to question whether you are covering yourself. But when you are all together, they pause and you are able to tell them what your functions are, what you are doing, what your intent are. That is
to buttress that point. When we were conducting ours in West Coast, we went to Fonyi. The MPs from Combo were the ones who took the floor and then presented the topic at Fonyi. Now, when we finished that, the people of Fonyi were saying, we never know it's like this. And our members were saying, it's good that this came from you, not us.
And you see, during our time, we used to have it. We go to regions. There we allow people to critique us. This is what is important. Let the information come from us honestly to them. And the fact that I am from KM, and then somebody from North Bank and LRR is there to make certain clarification. Make them listen more. Somebody is asking, I know it's Woolly East. You are telling me you are not saying the truth. Which year did you do that? That's what you said. I heard you. No. Well, honorable member, I am interfering. I don't even campaign to lie to people. Not for Bakari. No, let me make it clear. No, I heard him. We were, any member who was here we were in Janjambure. In Janjambure was our last port of call.
Thank you.